on for some more shit. Yo. What's up? What's really good? It's your boy Brandon Bravon Towns, host of that show called Sports Plus Life. That there sports podcast where we talk about all of the necessary topics in sports and all of the necessary topics in life. And I hope everybody is having a wonderful, marvelous Friday, May the 10th, 2000 or the 24. Oh, and if you are a youth, if you are a kid, if you are a teenager or whatever, we got just a couple weeks of school left. The way this new school format is going, school starts in the third week in August, ends at the end of May. I guess, you know how we are. We was September and June babies. You feel me? But anyway, shout out to Two Tough Sports, that Madden Gamer League where all the games are broadcasted on Twitch. If you are a gamer, if you are a baller, if you're a true shot caller, come to Two Tough. You think you got the skills to pay the bills on that Madden level? Definitely come to Two Tough Sports. Hashtag Suge Knight. No, I got to stop saying that because there's really no hashtag Suge Knight. That's just me being simple. And of course, Heather's Craft Haven, my sis from another miss. Heather's Craft Haven on TikTok as well as Facebook. And plus, young Hope is about to graduate from high school. It's Highland Springs. Shout out. You know how we do. Black and gold. But again, it's Friday. It's Friday. So y'all know what that means. It's a full show today. A lot of shit to talk about. And I talk this shit online because when I get offline, I don't talk about none of this shit outside the sports. And I'm always talking about the sports. But all the other shit that I be talking online, I don't talk about that shit offline. I just be chilling, bro. But what are we talking about today? Oh, my goodness. This is what we're talking about today. Of course, we have to revisit the NBA playoffs. LeBron James and Kevin Durant, we have to talk about them. Another coach bites the dust. If y'all remember Glenn Big Baby Davis was just sentenced to 40 months in prison. We will get into that. And of course, I don't know if many of you have heard about the legendary Hall of Fame wide receiver Terrell Owens, better known as T.O., wants to come back to the NFL and play for the 49ers because his son now is a member of the San Francisco 49ers. We got to talk about also one of my favorite artists of all time, Brian McKnight. And of course, it's Friday Conspiracy Theories with Robert fucking Chandler. All right. So, where should we start? The NBA playoffs. Yes. The NBA playoffs, where it's going down. And anybody who decides to spend any time and kick it with me on a Friday night, God bless you, or Friday evening. It's a little rainy outside around the RVA. So, even if you are getting ready to go out somewhere, you can put that phone, if you're on Facebook or if you're on YouTube, you can have that phone while you're getting ready or while you getting ready to go out and, do your thug thistle. You can have your phone tuned into your boy, and got some interviews coming up too. And some of them is going to be must-see TV. And I mean that shit. So what we have going on right now is the NBA playoffs. We have 2 series going on in the East, 2 series going on in the West. So let's get it started. All right. Boston Celtics and the Cleveland Cavaliers, the 1 seed versus the 4 seed. Boston came out and whooped that ass in game 1. Cleveland came out last night and whooped that ass in game 2. Now, Cleveland is fresh off of a 7-game series against the Orlando Magic and had to go right from the end of that series to Boston. Boston had a couple extra days to rest because they finished off the Miami Heat in 5 games. But this is why I wanted to see Cleveland face Boston, not Orlando, because Cleveland actually matches up very well. Ant-Man, what up, bro? Hey, Sean, I want you to stick around for a minute because one of our favorite singers, I got some things to talk about in regards to one of our favorite singers, Brian McKnight. If you want to join, you know I sent you a link. We can join in before I get started with conspiracy theories. But got some things to talk about in regards to Brian McKnight. And you know we love Brian McKnight, bro. But yes, the Cleveland Cavaliers match up very well. The Cleveland Cavaliers match up very well with the Boston Celtics. Donovan Mitchell, he okay. Well, yeah, we'll see. We're gonna get into that. We are going to get into that. Absolutely. Donovan Mitchell is that dude. And see, everybody looking at Jason Tatum and everything, and this is why I don't think the Celtics are winning a title. I don't like the way the Celtics play basketball. They are strictly live by the three, die by the three. And what happens when them three-pointers don't fall? What happens when Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown and Elmer Fudd ain't making all them threes? Elmer Fudd, in case you didn't know, Derek White. Go look at that high yellow bald motherfucker. He looked just like Elmer Fudd on Space Jam. When them threes ain't going in, they are very beatable. Because plan A, shoot a bunch of threes. You know, and when plan A don't work, you know what plan B is? Shoot even more threes. I don't like the way the Boston Celtics play basketball. And when it works, oh, sure, you can go ahead and beat a nigga by 30, 40 points. But when it don't work, when that rim gets a little tight and that game slows down a little in the playoffs, you know, that's what it is. That is when they that's when they go down. And Cleveland, again, styles make fights, just like in boxing. And think about it. Cleveland don't have Jared Allen. They need him. They don't have Jared Allen, so Cleveland done dusted off Tristan Thompson. I forgot that nigga was in the league. I forgot Tristan Thompson was in the fucking league until I saw him come off the bench. I was like, wait a minute. I saw him in the when I saw Tristan Thompson in the Orlando series. I said, Tristan Thompson still in the league? And he still play for Cleveland? Where I been at? So I see you pregame. Hey, B, look, once we start conspiracy theories, Rob is gonna drive me to drink. I haven't had a drink all week. I don't drink during the week no more. But once we get to Friday and conspiracy theories, it's gonna be 80 proof time. Trust me and believe. But Cleveland matches up very well with Boston because you have a superstar in Donovan Mitchell. You have your all-star in Darius Garland. Jared Allen is an all-star too. Evan Mobley, especially with Porzingis not out, Evan Mobley is like 7'2", 7'3" in his own right. They have what it takes. And keep this in mind. The Cleveland Cavaliers are undefeated at home in the playoffs. So based off of that stat, if the Cleveland Cavaliers just handle their business at home, they will win this series. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm just pointing out the scenarios. The Cleveland Cavaliers have not lost in Cleveland this year in the playoffs so far. All they have to do is maintain their home court, and they off to the Eastern Conference Finals. Now, who from this series will play the winner of New York and Indiana? A good old-fashioned throwback series? Hey, man, how can you not root and love the Knicks? I mean, the Knicks is just playing. The Knicks is playing with house money, and even the house money is getting fucked up because this is where people have their beef with Tom Thibodeau as a coach of how he run his players into the ground. I mean, yo, think about it. Julius Randle hurt. Bogdanovich hurt. Mitchell Robinson now hurt. And then you lose OG. Now, whether you get OG back, I don't know, because if he popped the hamstring, good luck with that. With the way that this tempo is going up and down, like I understand the Knicks can play at the Pacers tempo. That doesn't mean I would do it. Robert, they're not going to back off of 82 games. You need to let that shit go. I done told you this a million times. For financial reasons, they're not going to back off of 82 games. 82 games ain't got a damn thing to do with the coach playing you 46, 47 minutes a game. That's on the coach. That ain't on the league. That's on the coach. Josh Hart has played literally every minute. I'm going to get to the Timberwolves, B. Give me a second. Josh Hart has played every minute of this series. He has not sat on the bench yet. Now, they are in game 3 right now, and the Knicks were winning last time I checked. Josh Hart has played 3 straight games, no sitting. OG Anunoby was logging 46 minutes a game. Bro, you have to you're You're killing your players. It's great to see the Knicks winning, but you're killing your players. I hope the Knicks win it. Look, if you're the New York Knicks, yeah, OG is out. If you're the Knicks, if you can finish this series as quickly as possible, I would, because Cleveland and Boston may go a while. So if you can finish this series as quickly as possible, you have a better chance of getting OG back. And you need him. Now, on to the Western Conference. Yeah, I'm going to skip right to the Minnesota Timberwolves. Hey, I don't know if y'all remember when me and Sean and Aaron was doing the draft, and Tony was doing the draft, and our boy Keith came on, and he was at B-Dubs, he was with all his crew, and the winner of the and Keith is a Nuggets fan, and he came on with Lex, who was now the defending champion of the prediction league with her cute ass. And Lex talking about something. I'm a Nuggets fan too, and they was en route to putting out my Lakers. How's it feel, motherfucker? Because y'all might get swept. Matter of fact, I think y'all gonna get swept. The Minnesota Timberwolves ain't playing no games. Anthony Edwards is that nigga. Now, let me be clear. All this talk about Jordan, all this talk about Kobe, slow down. What up, Leash? Slow down. All this talk about Jordan, all this talk about Kobe, slow it way down. Let this man win something first. Let this man, that's right, Sean. He is not better than you. You got it right. Let this man win something first, okay? Mind you, see, here's the difference. Jordan was putting up numbers, individual numbers, that you really hadn't seen from a person when he was 22 years old. And when Kobe was 22, he was just about to win his second championship. So when you talk about Jordan and Kobe with Anthony Edwards, slow down. The brother on his way. But here's the difference. That team, the way that team is built, they can win it all. Because I'm going to tell you right now, you put this Minnesota Timberwolves team against this Boston Celtics team, and the way Minnesota played defense, holy Kevin Garnett, Batman. Because that's what I guarantee you, that's what everybody will be talking about if it's the Timberwolves and the Celtics in the finals. Holy Kevin Garnett, Batman. The Timberwolves will smoke Boston boots with the way they play defense. And like I said, when Jason Tatum, when Jaylen Brown, and when Elmer Fudd ain't making them goddamn threes, they don't just lose. They get the shit beat out of them. And Minnesota ain't playing no games. Remember last year, everybody was all crazy, going crazy. How could Minnesota trade 5 number 1 picks for Rudy Gobert? Who laughing now? Who's laughing now? Because if the Timberwolves win the championship, that means it was all worth it. And Minnesota has that perfect mix of youth and experience. Because you got your youth with Ant-Man, with McDaniels, with Alexander Walker. And Cat is still young. Cat is still in his 20s, but he's been around since like 2015, 2016. So he's experienced. Rudy Gobert, Mike Conley. This is a well-balanced team. And here's the trip part. The person that built this Minnesota Timberwolves team is the same person that built the Denver Nuggets. So, this is the same person who got Yoke, who drafted Yoke, drafted Murray, drafted Michael Porter. And he knows, hey, I learned something from watching that bubble series. If you have 3 very active and athletic big men, you can bother Jokic. That's why I say the 2020 bubble. Well, when the Lakers played him in the Western Conference Championship, Anthony Davis, JaVale McGee, Dwight Howard. Yoke got his numbers, but they weren't as impactful as they've been in the last couple of series. And how the talk about Jokic has changed over a 1 week period. Now, Yoke did just win his 3rd MVP, but everybody was about to put Yoke on a pedestal of damn near Mount Rushmore. How that has changed very quickly. And Jamal Murray, I ain't trying to be funny, and I ain't on no Stephen A. Smith shit, but bruh, the NBA is inconsistent as fuck. How the hell did he not get suspended for doing that shit? He threw a towel and a heating pad at the ref while the game was going on. Let that have been Draymond Green. That nigga would have been suspended for the rest of the series. Fuck a game. They would have had him out for the rest of the series. NBA is inconsistent as a bitch. They are. And I don't have nothing against Jamal Murray. I fuck with Jamal Murray. But that was some bitch shit right there. Like real talk. So Minnesota, bro, they could win the whole thing. I'm interested. I would love to see Minnesota go up against Oklahoma City. Now let's talk about Oklahoma City and Dallas. Dallas tied the series last night. I'm just wondering, is Oklahoma City's experience, a youth, going to come back and bite them in the buttocks? And they have to take, if they go down 3-1 to Dallas, if they lose both games in Dallas, that's a wrap. That's a wrap. I actually, me personally, I think that Minnesota versus Oklahoma City would be a better series as opposed to Minnesota versus Denver. I think that would be a better series. But, you know, it is what it is. So NBA playoffs, hey, you know, as the way that these playoffs have been played is making me fall back in love with basketball. Because honestly, the way the game is played with just shooting threes all here, there, and everywhere, you know, lack of defense, lack of really commitment to even playing the game, load management and all that shit was really turning me off to the NBA. But these playoffs has really kind of reeled me back in. Now, with that being said, the Phoenix Suns fired Coach Frank Vogel after 1 year. Bro, Frank Vogel still had 4 years left on his contract. So Phoenix now had to, hey, look, there is no better position to be in life than to be a fired head coach when you have some shitty years left on your contract. There is no, and that may sound crazy. There is no better position to be in life than to be a head coach who is owed millions and millions of dollars and you lose your damn job and you get fired because they still got to pay that shit out. I mean, you do. When John Gruden got fired from the Raiders, they still owed him $50 million more. When Urban Meyer got fired from Jacksonville, owed him some shit of money. You know, when my boy got fired from Texas A&M, owed him a whole bunch of money. There is no better occupation than to be dismissed head coach, and you still getting another fucking $50 to $70 million in a contract. But they fire him. Of course, the Minnesota Timberwolves were a disappointment. They were a disappointment with Kevin Durant, Bradley Beal, and Devin Booker. But you have to understand, here's the big mistake. They should have never got rid of Chris Paul. That's the big mistake. And having Chris Paul gone and replacing him with Bradley Beal, because Devin Booker is not a point guard. I mean, you can run an offense. There's a difference between being able to run an offense and being a floor general. Chris Paul is a floor general. Phoenix should have never gotten rid of him. That was mistake number one. Mistake number two was actually mistake number two, honestly, kind of getting rid of DeAndre Ayton, because Vogel's a defensive coach. Nurkic is not a defensive player. But be that as it may, once again, another coach falls with Kevin Durant on the team. Just like I said on the short podcast I did, the audio, the Sports Plus Life Quickie, pause, when I was talking about the Los Angeles Lakers. LeBron James and Kevin Durant have turned into coach killers, I think, now. Because LeBron James is, if he plays with the Lakers next season, this will be his 7th season with the Lakers. But he will be on head coach number 4. This is Kevin Durant's like 6th coach in 6 seasons. I'm not making this shit up. And so Vogel last year, the year before that, the brother Monty Williams, Vogel. You had Jock Vaughn, Steve Nash in Brooklyn, and that was in one damn season. You had Kenny Atkinson also in Brooklyn. Like, nigga. Why is it that all these coaches lose their job, but these coaches are losing their job, but you not bringing no titles to the forefront? Vogel lost his job with the Lakers after winning a chip. LeBron James has turned into a coach killer. So I don't want to hear that he the GOAT. No, he's not. Sorry, no, he's not. The longer he plays, the more damage he's going to do to his legacy. I promise you. Sometimes if you stick around long enough, you'll be instead of being the hero, you'll become the villain. Okay? Or maybe you'll be the hero, the villain, the hero, and go back to being a motherfucking villain. LeBron James is like a WWE character now. Yeah, he's a GOAT coach killer. Bingo. Kevin Durant, it turned into and the difference. This way you can kind of give Kevin Durant a pass is Kevin Durant really don't say shit. He don't be putting no cryptic messages or nothing like that or being passive aggressive like LeBron James do. Kevin Durant don't be saying shit, but there are a lot of coaches that fall on his watch. There are a lot of coaches that lose their job because Kevin Durant is on their team, and when Kevin Durant is on your team, it's automatic championship expectations. But here's the other part that a lot of people don't want to accept. The young niggas have taken over. The young niggas have said, we up. We ain't got next, we got now. The young, look at the playoffs. It's the young niggas in the playoffs. KD is home. What up, bro? Bron is home. Steph didn't even make it past the play-in game. That's what it is. That's what it is, bro. Okay? It's KD and Bron and Steph and them, they're going to have to step the fuck back. They're going to have to step back, bro, because their time is nearing an end. So stop being a coach killer. Stop being a coach killer. And just either play with the team you're going to play with the coach you're going to have, or just retire, bro. Play in the big three. And I'm not saying that to be funny, because I fuck with the big three. Well, play in the big three. If that's what it is, you know. So, I mean, I'm not gonna, that's not gonna be a long. This not gonna be a long drawn out topic. This ain't gonna be a long drawn out topic because it's time for them to either just hang it up, or it's time for them to just shut the fuck up. Not shut up and dribble. No, I'm not going there. But it's just time for them to just kind of fall back. See, LeBron is, I'm going to play with my son. I mean, good for you, but I mean, nigga, no. Now, who remembers Glenn Big Baby Davis from the Boston Celtics? He was on that 08 Celtics championship team. Glenn Big Baby Davis went to LSU, played in the league a little bit. The older he got, the bigger the baby got, and eventually was out the league probably before he should have been. But Glenn Big Baby Davis was just sentenced to 40 months in prison. Let me read this to you. Former Boston Celtics player and LSU star Glenn Big Baby Davis was sentenced Thursday to 40 months in a federal prison for his participation in a scheme New York prosecutors said defrauded an insurance plan for NBA players and their families for more than $5 million. More than 20 people were convicted in the case, many of them one-time NBA players who submitted fictitious dental and medical claims to the NBA Players' Health and Benefits Welfare Plan. A jury found Davis and former Detroit Pistons guard Will Bynum guilty in November. Davis, who starred at the University High in Baton Rouge, blah, 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 blah. I don't give a fuck about all of that. Bynum was sentenced to 18 months in prison and 3 years of supervised release, and also must pay $182,224 in restitution. Big Baby Davis also has the same 3-year supervised probation period as well. So basically, what happened is they ran a scheme. They ran a scheme to get some money. Because I guess they ran through all of their basketball money. And it's crazy because look, now I've never been a paid professional athlete, but eventually common sense got to kick in. It's like you making a certain amount of money and then you live a certain lifestyle. And it's like when you retire, if you don't keep up with that lifestyle, you're going to be broke. You're going to be broke. And it's like, bruh, why? I mean, I don't, it's like if you get because we heard about this with Antoine Walker, we've heard about this with several players. When you get a boatload of money, when you get a 9-figure contract, you know, after you finish, you know what I'm saying, paying all of these people agencies and taxes and all this, that, and the third, you know, that's a big chunk of your money. So, first of all, I think a lot of people be out here just be trying to, when they ball out, they just trying to impress people. You know, show how much money you got. That's what the fuck Adrian Peterson was doing. You know, that's what Adrian Peterson was out here doing. And again, and more in this article, Davis, 38 years old, who has maintained his innocence since indictments in the case were handed down in October 2021, was found guilty of multiple fraud charges and conspiring to make false statements. He was ordered to pay $80,000 in restitution. The conditions of his supervised release included attending a financial management class and receiving mandatory drug treatment. Also, other players involved were Terrence Williams, Kenyon Doolin. You know, Terrence Williams was seen as the ringleader. He was sentenced to 10 years in federal prison. So, I mean, that's crazy. That's all I can say is that's crazy. That's bananas. It's like, bruh, like, come on, man. Like, I can't sit here and say what I would do if I had that type of money because I've never had that type of money, so I don't know what the fuck I would do. The only thing that I would try to do is create a lifestyle for myself where I would not need to hire anybody to do shit, not to maintain my house, not to maintain my finances. I would try to create a nice, comfortable lifestyle where I could maintain everything and have the same lifestyle for the rest of my life. And make sure I have put enough money away so that my kids can have a comfortable lifestyle for the rest of their lives, so on and so forth. You know, 20 years ago, that would have been a whole different answer from your boy. I promise you that. You know, 20 years ago when I was, you know, damn near knee deep in the fucking music game and just being influenced by MTV and MTV Cribs and all these rap videos, which was nothing but a bunch of rated ass bullshit, that'd have been a different ball game. But, you know, that just sucks. That sucks. That's all I'm gonna say is that sucks. That sucks for Big Baby Davis and the rest of those guys. I hope he gets his life together. He did try to actually make light of this situation. He actually put out an IG, you know, saying, they want me to stop eating these chips and these hamburgers. Gotta send me to jail. Gotta send me to jail. So I'm like, okay, I mean, make light of it. Because you're going to be in there for 3 and some change, my nigga. You're going to be in there for 3 and some, what's that, 40 months? 12, 24, 36. Yeah, you're going to be in there for 3 and some change, nigga. Now, on to the next subject. T.O. Terrell Owens. Stop me if you've heard this before. Terrell Owens wants to come back to the NFL. Even at the age of 50, Terrell Owens is 50 years old, wants to come back as a player for the San Francisco 49ers. Terrell Owens wants to join his son Tariq on the 49ers. Compares it to LeBron James and Bronny. No, it's different, but you know what? Call me a fool, call me an idiot. They should sign him. And I've been saying this for the longest time. I never thought that Terrell Owens, for as great a player as he was, got a chance to finish his career the way he should have, a player of his greatness. He never got a chance to finish his career on the field. Never. You know, he the last time he played was in 2010 for the Cincinnati Bengals. He tore his ACL, missed the entire 2011 season. He had he was signed briefly by the Seattle Seahawks in 2012. Didn't get past the final cut, and he hasn't been back on an NFL roster since. Now, the reason why the Seahawks didn't sign him, because the speed was there, the separation was there. Did drop a touchdown pass odd in the preseason, oddly against us, But the reason why I believe T.O. was not signed to the Seahawks in 2012 was because I think they had realized that they were going to go with Russell Wilson over Matt Flynn, and they didn't want T.O.'s polarizing personality to interfere with a rookie quarterback who has turned out will be a Hall of Famer. Okay, fair enough. So it has in fact been 14 years since T.O. last played in the NFL. He's been lobbying for NFL jobs ever since. Rob says the owners were tired of him. I believe that. I can't argue with that because, I mean, if the owners ain't and the coaches ain't tired of you, then you'd have been on an active roster. T.O. is still in phenomenal shape. But I actually do believe that T.O. said that he could be effective in the red zone. He could be effective in the red zone. T.O. is still in phenomenal shape. I believe he raced Tyreek Hill, and he was like maybe 2 steps behind Tyreek Hill. And Cheetah, that's a fast motherfucker. So T.O. is still in great physical condition. The NFL is not as physical as it was when even last time he played in 2010. So, this says Terrell Owens is 50 years old and hasn't played in the NFL since the 2010 season, but he wants the San Francisco 49ers to have an open mind when it comes to reviving his career. That is especially true after the NFC West team signed his son, Tariq Owens, as an undrafted free agent in April. So honestly, it is not a guarantee that his son is even going to make the team. If I could be anything like LeBron James and his son Bronny and play on the same team or play in the same area, sign me up, Owens said during an appearance on 95.7 The Game. I already told Jed York, the owner, and I'm telling the 49ers GM John Lynch, trust me, I am a viable option. 3rd down and red zone. I'll leave it at that. Because like I said, I actually hope that he would get a shot. I mean, at least I'll tell you what, at least sign him up for preseason. Just let him have the opportunity of playing on the same team as his son. You could cut both of them if you want, but that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Let him have a chance to play with his son. Feel me? Don't crush a man's dream, nah. I don't know if T.O. knew 10 years ago or 12 years ago that he would still be in this type of shape. But hey, when my son get in the league, hey, I could make it still fucking do it. You feel me? That's all I'm saying. So I'll just leave that situation alone. Niggas will be out to clean his clock. But see, the thing about it is, Rob, this ain't the NFL who really hitting like that anymore without getting penalized. I think a possession receiver, a red zone receiver, I mean, I could see him still being able to contribute. And he would garner the respect of every single player in that locker room because of who he is. It's not like, when he was playing with Jeff Garcia and he was, there all the time. Like these guys that are on the league, these guys that are on the 49ers now, especially that receiver room, probably grew up idolizing T.O. So, I mean, I would give it a shot. At least I would at least try it for the preseason. And if it's something that didn't work out, fuck it. You can't say that you didn't try. You can't say that you didn't give him an opportunity. Him and his son, because his son being a undrafted free agent, he got to work doubly hard, triply hard just to make the team. But anyway, on to the next subject. Brian McKnight. I'm a Brian McKnight fan. I love some Brian McKnight music. I have performed a lot of Brian McKnight music. My senior concert, when I had a solo, what did I sing? One last motherfucking cry. Before I leave it all behind, I gotta put your bitch ass out of my mind this time. Stop living a lie. I guess I'm down to my last cry. I can still sing, nigga. Yeah, my voice is back. But Brian McKnight, man. Brian McKnight came out and said some crazy ass shit, bruh. Crazy ass shit. My man's has gotten remarried, having some more kids, but is straight up shitting on his older kids. Come on now. Disowning his kids. That's some bullshit. You know, you know, I mean, this. What's the comment that he said? What's the comment? Like, I can't. As much as I'm a fan of Brian McKnight, I can't agree with that's foul. On April 13th, he put an Instagram post saying, "In order to live a life that you love, you have to get rid of the evil and the negativity, even if that evil and negativity is related to you." I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree with that statement in its premise. But when you're talking about this, when you talk about disowning your children, nah, bro, I can't agree with that. Now, the first statement, sometimes you have to get to, in order to rid yourself of negativity and things like that, no matter who they are, sometimes you got to cut them off. I completely agree with you. But your children, nah. Look, sometimes sometimes you may not want to deal with the ex-wife or your baby mama. You know, that happens. But your children, nah, bro. Nah. And after he shared the video, one user commented that Brian McKnight disowned his eldest children, Brian Jr. and Nico, for whom he shares children with Julie McKnight and Brianna, his daughter, who was from a previous relationship. And then he said the children were made in sin, and he's disowning them. And then his new wife has daughters that now Brian McKnight claims as his own. They have a kid, they have a son, and he's now renaming his son Brian McKnight Jr. because he's disowned his previous son, whose name is Brian McKnight Jr. Like, that is foul. That is foul. That is fucked up, bro. I mean, like, I don't care. I don't care how at odds I may be with my kid's mom or anything like that. I don't care if I get into another relationship and I have other kids. There's nothing anybody can do on God's green earth that would ever make me not claim, disown in any type of way Roman and London towns. No way in hell. I don't give no. None. They're mine. Brian McKnight, Nico, and Brian and your daughter, they yours, bro. They yours. There's nothing you can do to change that, homie. Nothing. I have seen so many videos of you singing with your sons and all beautiful voices. How could you say that about them boys? How could you say that about them boys? You know, my face didn't cut off, nigga. Your camera cut off. You know, there's no way whatsoever that I would ever do that. And now this is starting to affect his bottom line, because he was supposed to have a tour coming up, and that damn tour done got canceled because ain't nobody fucking with that. You know, you can be it ends with your baby mama or your ex-wife or whatever. Don't take it out on the kids. And now Tyrese put his damn 2 cents in it. And he better be careful too, because Tyrese made statements defending Brian McKnight. And one of Brian McKnight's sons said, I know the 90s R&B brotherhood blood is thicker than anything, but you should sit this one out, champ. That's what Nico McKnight said to Tyrese. And I could, Tyrese, pick your battles, brother. Leave this one alone. Pick your battles. Because, stay out of it. Mind your business. I don't care how cool you is with Brian McKnight. Mind your fucking business. I don't care if you used to live with them or not. You ain't living with them now. So mind your business. Mind your fucking worry about Transformers 10 Part 2. Not Transformers. Fast and the Furious 10 Part 2. Worry about that shit. Leave Brian McKnight and his family business and Brian McKnight's family business household. Don't come out defending this, man. You want your shit to be canceled? You better chill the fuck out. You better, because I can't defend, I can't back nobody who disowning the kids. Now, the fact of sometimes to get rid of negative energy, evil energy, sometimes you got to cut people off, whether they related to you or not. I don't disagree with that at all. I agree with that shit. But the kids, nah, fuck all that. And I understand kids nowadays, especially when they're grown, they can say shit, they can do shit, they can disrespect you as a parent. I mean, look, if you could be a parent and say fuck you to that kid, but I would never not claim them. You could be at odds with your children, but I would never not claim them. I'm not doing that. You could be at the opposite end of the world of your kids when it comes to where y'all stand at. Whatever. You could not deal with your kids, but you could not deal with your kids, but don't ever not claim them. Don't say that you're not even acknowledging them. You're disowning them. You're not acknowledging them as your kids. You're going to take your son name away from him and then name your new son because no, that's some bullshit right there, bro. That's some bullshit. That's some bullshit. Can't rock with you on that one, fam. Can't do it. Can't do it. You need to look in the mirror and seriously reevaluate the way you seeing shit in life. I mean, pussy may be great, but it ain't disown your kids great. I don't give a shit. Like I said, I could go off and have a couple more kids. You think I'm gonna ever disown my first two? Hell no. They will always have a place with me, no matter what. And they could be at odds with me. They could not like me, but they will always have a place with me, and they will always know that I'm their daddy. Period. Anybody could tell them anything they want to do because there's some trifling ass motherfuckers out here who do that shit, who bash the other parent to the kids, and motherfuckers whose family members do the same thing, men's family and women's family. Both, but there's some trifling motherfuckers out here. I ain't doing that. No matter what you say, my kids will always have a place with me. Always. No matter what. No matter what. Now that is for my kids, Roman and London. Now, that's it. That's it. Especially if they are to be my only two kids, which, for all intents and purposes, will be my only two kids. I'm not gonna say definite because every lesson I learn, y'all know what comes next. So, anyway, well, we about 45 minutes in. We about 45 minutes in. Y'all know it's Friday. So y'all know what Fridays mean. That means it is conspiracy theories time with Robert fucking Chandler. Here he is. He's been backstage. He's been waiting. Time with Robert. Man, turn that shit down. I'm here. You on now, bro. I appreciate the view. All right. What up, bro? How the fuck you come on and you freeze up? God damn. God, this nigga, how the fuck I bring you on and you freeze up? I hear you, but you're still as a bit. You're still as a bit. I give him a great introduction. Oh, what? Okay, I can see you now. What up, bro?
What up?
Ain't nothing, man. Well, it's conspiracy. It's Friday, bro. It's conspiracy theories with Robert fucking Chandler. How you doing?
Did you check?
Huh?
Did you check your email? Check
No,
your email.
I did not. Oh God, check my email. What am I checking my email for, Robert?
I sent you the links that we could go over tonight.
All right. Okay. What email did you send it to?
It should have been the
If it
Boyvon
Lord,
19 at Yahoo.
don't put my email out there. What the what the hell? Jesus Christ. I ain't trying to get a bunch of emails and whoop your ass, nigga. And no, I have not gotten the emails on my Yahoo account. Shit. Let me see if it fell on the spam. This nigga wildin', bro. This man come. Okay, yeah, it was on my spam. God damn. Jesus Christ. Okay, I see the. Let me. Chat. What the fuck are we gonna do with him? What are we gonna do with him? You know, Rob. Before we start looking into all of the stuff that you talking about, these are links that I need to look up. I got you. I got you.
Go over. Hey, but before we do that, let me touch on the sports things real quick. Number one, they they don't play. They play soft. In basketball, they don't play in the paint. Everybody shoot threes. They want to run the numbers up. They figure that sells seats. They running the players down into the ground, playing them all them damn minutes. In football, how the fuck is a 40 and 50-year-old man thinking, motherfucker, this is football. This ain't goddamn pity pack and flag and
we damn near at flag. we damn near there.
You get paid millions of dollars to play a very childish but dangerous and adult game at a very high level. You're gonna get hit. If you can't deal with getting hit, you probably shouldn't be playing.
Well, he obviously thinks he can deal with being hit.
Man, even my little ass with one hurt leg and he 50, I'm gonna try his ass. I'm trying to toss T.O. ass every single time, and I want him to know it. I'm gonna toss his big ass.
T.O. will truck your ass in the dust.
Well, we gonna be trucking then.
You wouldn't be trucking. You would be a flat ass tire.
50.
And he's in and okay. Okay. Mike Tyson's 58. He's about to fight a motherfucker. So what's the difference?
Tyson. We ain't talking about Tyson. We talking
about.
No.
What you talking about?
We ain't talking about Tyson. We talking about T.O. Now, I'm gonna try T.O. ass at the line. I'm gonna try T.O. ass. I don't know about
T.O. mate. Please.
I'm definitely gonna try T.O. ass.
T.O. would smoke you like the blunt you be smoking on this show.
I'm gonna definitely get up the bulldog his ass. And
nigga, please, you just said you got one leg. T.O. is in top physical condition.
And these young boys gonna see his ass on the line like shit. I'm about to give it to this 50-year-old man. He about to
now that could be true, but T.O. I'm talking about you now, nigga. T.O. is in better physical condition than most 25-year-olds. You got a peg ass motherfucking leg. What you gonna do with T.O.?
I'm gonna try his ass.
His ass. He 50 years old in 25-year-old shape, and you goddamn 47 with a peg ass leg.
I'm gonna try his ass.
All right,
you got to show me.
Fuck. Yeah. Hey, T.O., if you ever come across this video, please try this motherfucker. Please try this motherfucker. Just let me be around to see that shit. Please try this motherfucker. Please.
Oh, man, because you got to lay it down. So it's okay to go ahead and lay it down. I can't get out there and be John Starks and the glove and shit. I can't do it. I like to. I still do exercises and shit. But the thing is, right now, I just can't. See? Right now, I just can't. There's technology coming in the future where I will be able to, but I just can't right now. That's all. But I still got to keep my body in some kind of shape.
Shut the fuck up. You ain't got shit for T.O., so shut up. Shut up.
I'm about to be 50.
Exactly. With a peg ass leg.
All I need is 3 steps.
Yeah, all right. Okay.
3 steps. I can keep his ass off the line. I can keep his ass right where he at. 3 steps.
I want to say
3
something so
steps.
bad. I want to say something so bad, but I don't want to offend nobody. Cause you my nigga. You know it's all in jokes with me, but you my nigga. You my nigga. But you ain't got shit for T.O. Shut up. Hey, Chad, y'all should ask that question. Could Robert Chandler guard Terrell Owens today, as of right now, 8:50 p.m.,
I'm gonna
May
try.
the 10th, 2024? Can Robert Chandler, please somebody write that as a post on Facebook. Can Robert Chandler guard Terrell Owens in a game of flag football, let alone tackle football? Oh, matter of fact, no, I'm sorry. Can James Stanback guard Terrell Owens in a game of football? My bad. My bad.
You try him. You 50. I'm gonna try him.
Okay. What does that mean? Okay, so I want y'all to listen to this, chat.
I'm trying.
He says that T.O., who's in prime physical shape, may not, he shouldn't want to get hit. But Mike Tyson in a couple months is going to get in the ring in a sport where the object is to hit, where the object is to knock your other opponent the fuck out. Make that one make sense.
Because first of all, T.O. is a receiver, and he can be aggressive, but his object is to catch the ball. He using his 2 hands to catch the ball. So even if I'm smaller than him, he gonna try to use 1 hand to palm me off.
He ain't gonna have to do that shit. You can't keep up with him.
We ain't
you
got to
actually
that.
think.
Listen. We ain't got to that part. Don't worry about that.
Okay.
This part, Tyson got both his hands.
Yeah.
And his intent is to use both of them motherfuckers. And they don't discriminate. And they bisexual. His hands work. Everything with him is designed to use these. Whereas with T.O. is go more like he need at least 1 hand to catch the ball. We know. Even if he catch the ball, hopefully I ain't 10, 20 steps behind him.
You will be. You will be. You will be.
But anyway.
You will be. What makes it like Rob? You smoking that Cryptochronicana light in your weed, nigga? If you think that you must be real high right now. If you think that you can keep up with some goddamn Terrell Owens on a football field.
Hey, check this out.
We love you too, bro. We love you too.
I'm in a little better shape. That not like I can get a burst of speed every now.
I'm not saying you're not in good shape, bro. I'm not questioning that. You in better shape than me, my nigga. But you think that Terrell fucking Owens
1 time.
You think, bro, you lacing your weed, bro. You are lacing your weed.
I'm lacing my weed.
You lacing your weed with that herb called bullshit.
We don't condone the use of illicit.
Don't sit here and tell me you don't condone the use when you smoke on the podcast.
Yeah, but I got a car though.
See, this nigga Bam from Medea. I got a car. This nigga Bam from Medea.
I'm legal. I got a
This nigga is Bam from Medea. Tyler Perry need to sign your ass up. He Bam. I got a card. I got a card.
This is from Medicinal.
And he's sprinkling that bullshit in it.
Ain't no bullshit.
He done dipped his blunt in bullshit. And they think he can keep up with T.O. I ain't fucking with you, bro. I ain't fucking with you, man.
I'm on that bullshit.
Yeah, you on that bullshit. This man think, please, somebody in the chat, please put this on Facebook. Can James Stanback cover Terrell Owens in real life on a football field? You couldn't cover him for 5 motherfucking yards, nigga.
Hey, but them gonna be. I'm gonna make them 5 yards the toughest 5 yards that motherfucker ever had. I'm
If
gonna
you
try.
must gonna commit a penalty then, because that's the only way you gonna make 5 yards tough for that nigga.
He gonna have to truck the shit out my little ass.
You think that's a problem for him?
It ain't no problem. It's if he can do it or not.
Nigga, your ass would be implanted in the grass. That nigga you let that nigga, you stood in front of that nigga thinking you could tackle him.
I ain't gonna try to tackle his big ass.
You remember Don't Be a Menace to South Central when Marlon Wayans fought the dude and they started jumping all over his ass and he was flat like the street? That would be you, nigga, on the football field trying to get in front of some goddamn Terrell Owens. Get the fuck out of here.
I ain't gonna be afraid of no 50-year-old man on no football.
You ain't gotta be afraid to get fucked. Like what Mike Tyson said, everybody got plans until they get hit. Yeah, okay. All right.
I just
Boy,
feel like
you on a roll tonight, bro. You on a roll. We just got started. You on a roll.
I just feel like at 50 years old, yeah, sit your ass down. You can sit down.
Okay.
You can't still playing football at 50 years old. You might be in shape, but not in football shape.
Okay.
And look, man, these boys be 6 feet and some change, 200 some pounds, and they falling on your ass. And you 50. Even if you in good shape, bro, that shit take a toll on your energy vibe. For real. Like it take more to get up and move. Like, so football is like getting in a car wreck every week, right?
Mm-hmm.
At 50 years old, what is he taking that he can still be willing and motivated to be in a car crash every week? Help me understand that.
I mean, he been
and he been out of football for 14, 15 years.
That's true.
So he should be used to, I mean, is he still taking shots and having to pop pills? Body still hurt? Still need massages? Contusions? Knee, shoulders, knees?
I don't know, Rob. Why don't you call him and ask him?
I ain't worried about it. I know he gonna want to try to reach out and go to grab me, and I'm gonna do that swim move shit on his ass and toss his big ass in the goddamn ground. He ain't gonna know what the fuck happened. He gonna go to grab my ass. Wow! He gonna be right in the damn ground. He ain't know what happened. He ain't even know.
All right. I tell you what, soldier. You think you fucking around and think that you could do that to T.O.? Let me show y'all what Robert Chandler would look like if he went on the football field fucking with T.O. This is what Robert Chandler would look like. This is what the fuck he would look like right here. That's what he would look like right there. Rob fucking with T.O., fucking around with Terrell Owens on the football field. Rob would look just like that. I'm just saying.
I ain't scared of no damn T.O. and ain't nobody else gonna be scared.
You ain't gotta be scared. You ain't gotta be scared to get fucked up.
I'm trying to truck his big ass.
Okay.
You don't want to get hit like that.
All right, then you woke up, nigga.
I'm trying to get hit like that.
What I was trying to say, sir, before you got lost in your chronic. Now, you talk about distractions a lot. You talk about distractions a whole lot with everything that's going on with the world, everything that's going on with the world today. You talk about distractions a whole hell of a lot. Well, I have a video of somebody who says some things that you may agree with. Okay? So and this is before we go into all of the stuff that you want to talk about. What?
Where Riley at?
What?
Where Riley at?
Hopefully Riley will be on here. Okay, just listen.
On being employed, or did you do your due diligence and find you something outside of your job that'll give you some other streams of revenue? Because all of us is one mistake away from being broke. That's how this shit works. All these distractions that's going on, And that's why I say shout out to She, because he tell it like it is. He ain't trying to distract you. And even if he didn't talk favorable my way, I'd say the same thing because he just saying it how it is. Yeah, man, he came there, his confidence wasn't where it should have been. That's the truth. Even with Arnie Canner, with Steve, Rip, all those guys, they know how to win. They won championships. So everything he said was 100% correct. I like guys like that don't lie. Keep it 100. But all these goddamn distractions that's going on, people are literally about to get put out their home. And they know us black folks, we not gonna be concerned with that. Shit, we used to struggling and shit. 5-6 million people about to be put out their homes. The insurance is so high in goddamn Florida, because you know, I'm looking for a place in Florida, but the insurance rates are so high, and it seems like you gotta overpay for goddamn near every house in Florida. So
You talking about distraction, bro? What you think?
Facts. It's economic warfare.
You know who that is, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the boy. That's the boy Jordan ran out the league.
Kwame Brown.
Uh-huh.
I'm seeing the way the housing market is going, and I remember that line they said that you're gonna own nothing and you're gonna enjoy it. And I see how they getting all these homeowners to just sell their shit. Who want to deal with all this insurance, the stuff that you can't even afford to pay for? $14,000 a year for the insurance. But we worried about whether Shannon Sharp was good in football or whether Shaq was dominant enough in basketball. Two great juggernauts, respectfully in their field of play, are now arguing or having a back and forth while we got shit like this going on. And I'm a part of it too. Shit, I ain't had a good argument with a nigga in a while. But it's election time, so I don't want to be a distraction. It's people out here can't afford gas. It's people out here going to the grocery store like, damn, I got to save a little bit of this money to put $10 in the tank to get to work. $20 in the tank to get to work. People struggling out this motherfucker, and here they come. Distraction after distraction after distraction. We got Kendrick Lamar. Now we got Shaq and Shannon Sharp. We got Sexy Red say she going to the doctor because her boom. Dang.
Every time I mention something about Diddy or Kendrick Lamar versus Drake, the first thing Rob want to type on the chat when he's in the chat is it's a distraction. Do you feel this is validating what you be saying, bro?
Exactly.
So in your words, because we're hearing his words, why is it a distraction?
Because they're using culture to keep you from being keep you from being informed of the issues. And the more shit that comes out about Trump, and actually the more every time things look bad for Democrats, a distraction comes. Some kind of terrorist event, some kind of bullshit is going to happen every time some bad news comes out for them as a cover.
Well, sir, what are they covering? What are they covering?
Because if you knew about their treason and adrenochrome and the way that they're stealing, the way they stealing elections.
Okay.
And then they did it blatantly out in our face when they voted all that money for Ukraine and didn't vote no money for our damn border. It's treason. This ain't a black thing. This ain't a white thing. This is me kicking your motherfucking ass thing if you a fucking traitor. You're a traitor.
Okay.
Not closing that southern border and diluting the country close to this vote, and then giving all these newcomers all these rights and whatnot. All that is treason.
Okay.
There ain't no way in hell you can make any of that right. Now that's why I keep telling people too that we are watching a movie, but it's designed to be just so damn awful that you like, okay, this has got to be a damn joke. Yeah. Now some of it's a joke, some of it isn't. But we just
Okay.
got the movie because a lot of people you can't just sit them down and show them the truth, then tell them the truth. You have to show them the truth.
Okay. Well, let's continue with this quick video.
Like, I don't know if you paid attention or not in sex education or not, Sexy Red, but pH balance has something to do with having raw sex. And some women, pH balance can go off and smell stank off letting one guy have sex with them raw or ejaculating in them. But if you out here having, I'm not saying you are, but this could be a possibility. If you out here having raw sex with multiple guys, your poom poom is never gonna smell right. So ain't nothing a gynecologist can do for you. Your pH balance is gonna be shot, baby girl. So hey, you know what you're getting into. You know, just soak, get you some vinegar baths and stuff like that. I can't tell you what to do. I'm not a woman, but just soak. Just try to soak it out. But I don't know why that's fucking newsworthy. I don't know why that's newsworthy. I don't even know. I would unfollow somebody that have the audacity to think that we care about the way your poom poom smells. Unfollow. I don't want to see this type of shit.
Exactly.
You got farmers losing their farmland and not being able to afford the stuff that China is taking over. But we over here worried about these goddamn celebrities. I'm tired. I don't want to hear nothing about no celebrity. I can use this page and just give celebrity gossip all day and y'all will come watch. I don't want to hear nothing about no celebrity. I'd rather go over here and argue with you niggas because it's more y'all than it is celebrities. Trying to get y'all to undo this brainwashing and worrying about these damn celebrities. I don't understand it.
Right.
How did they get 99% of the world to keep concerning themselves with 1%? How and why? Well, I know why, but how did they get you guys to do this shit? Your real life can be fucked up and you'll keep up with the Kardashians instead of fixing whatever you got going on.
Yep.
Your real life is fucked up, but your social media be popping. Your Facebook is on fleek. Every time you go sit down to get a meal, you take beautiful pictures. You make it look good too. You lying motherfuckers make that shit look good on Facebook, Instagram. Y'all turn fucked up shit into some beautiful goddamn pictures, boy. Any nigga that'll take your ragged ass to eat, you taking a picture, trying to make it look like you doing something. You niggas go to the club, pay overpriced for the bottles, get your homeboy bottles, take pictures. This is the definition of balling. And that's why I be so dirty half the time. I be like, man, I don't want to look like them pretty niggas that keep wanting to make it about how they look and all this shit instead of owning shit and having shit. I don't even want to look like them niggas. I'd rather wear dirty boots and own everything.
Facts.
All right. I see you nodding your head. You just said facts. Go ahead with it.
So again, what they've done, they had to trick us off of what real money is. So I like to think about money as in like when we play tag as kids, tag you're it. So when you're it, think of yourself as like a brick, a gold or silver. When you get tagged and you got to go running and chasing everybody, that's when you turn into green dollars. Right? Now you done tag somebody else. Now they got to stay still. Whatever, right? So
right.
The green dollars were only meant to be a representation of the gold, right?
Right.
That was actually there. And it made it easier. The bills just made it convenient. And you could always redeem the bills for gold. Once they took that away, that made the money fiat. So that's why you see.
Did you say that made the money biatch?
No, fiat. It's paper currency by decree from the government.
I got you.
So they trick your eyes and sell you this culture, which you doing the roll, and then you see guys with the watches, the females, the cars, the houses, the bottles, doing it up. You want to do that too. That's why the athletes get paid so much. You feel
What you
me?
think about Big Baby? What you think about Big Baby Davis?
Same thing. Same thing. Just like you said before. These guys start you get drafted and you young, you used to winning, right? You don't
Right.
you've never you never really thought about, especially when you have to get out of the league way before your projected time. You haven't thought 3 to 4 years past basketball.
Right.
You ain't finished your first contract.
True that.
Now you used to this lifestyle and doing these things, and you got these things, and you can't pay for them. And like one mistake from being broke, or one mistake from being broke, or then when you get in a bad situation, you usually don't have nothing but um bad choices. Then you got to pick one. Then you go and do something stupid. You could have just bucked up and sold some stuff.
Okay.
If you got to move out of the house, move out of the house. You ain't need it no damn way. Sell the cars. Get rid of that shit.
I can dig it.
Now
Okay.
you can be up there like Remy Ma.
Okay.
But that housing market, before it go kaput, I'm gonna get off me a few more little things too. Before that housing market go kaput, I'm gonna get me a few little more things out. You better believe that, Jack. Come on, stomach. Come on back. Man, I'm telling you, all niggas talk about. I'm telling you, I don't even go in circles around. I don't know. It's hard. Like my interests have changed. I don't even want to talk about certain shit when I'm offline. I'm on here joking and fucking around, but when I'm offline, I don't want to talk about certain shit. If you don't know nothing about what's going on in politics, I'm probably not gonna talk to you. If you don't know nothing about Bitcoin, I'm probably not gonna talk to you. If you don't know nothing about real estate, we probably don't got nothing to talk about. Because that's all I'm thinking about. If you don't know nothing about inflation and things of that nature, and how you gonna make something move and turn a dollar into another dollar until it turn to $10 and 20 and 30, if you don't know how to consciously think like that, me and you probably don't got much to talk about. I don't know what to talk about outside of that. I'm 42. I don't want to hear about this nigga over here, this nigga over here, this girl over here. Boy, she bad, this and that. I see her as a problem. I don't give a damn how bad she is. That is a potential problem. I don't see her as bad. I'm not even looking. I'm
And it
focused
don't
on
lick
this.
itself.
Don't even tell me about it. Every time I focus on that.
What you saying, Rob?
All stink and it don't lick itself. And yes, I did have the audacity to say that. All of it stink.
Say it one more time, Rob.
All stink and it don't lick itself.
Oh, what stink, Rob? You broke up a little bit.
No, because I can't say the word.
Yeah, you can.
No, you can't say the word. I ain't you don't want. No, you'll get banned.
Okay, well you can say a synonym of it.
All cats stink and it don't lick itself.
Oh, nah. All twang.
Seriously, and I ain't trying to be chauvinistic or rude. Just like you said, like a woman's gonna always have a certain pH. You got an open wound in between your legs. Okay, it's gonna have a certain aroma. Let's say that. It's gonna have a certain aroma, and there's nothing wrong with that. It shouldn't stink, but it's gonna have an aroma.
Oh,
but every cat got an aroma to it, and it won't lick itself.
Shout out Kwame Brown, Bust Life. I find Kwame Brown to be one of the most interesting people. I'm a fan. I rock with him, definitely. Because he talk real shit. Some people try to dismiss him if you want, but he talk real shit. He does. He really does.
All right guy. Huh? He's an all right guy, and it's a shame about how the NBA ate him up alive.
Well, I mean, my thing is that I just didn't want to, I didn't agree with the whole bus label. When they when they said he was a bus. I've never met if you play in the league for a dozen years and make over $60 million, that's not a bus. Did he live up to his draft potential? Absolutely not. No. Injuries and other circumstances derailed that, but he wasn't a bust.
Leadership starts at the top. I blame the first team that he got on.
Oh, the Wizards?
With Jordan?
Yeah, well, the story has come out that Michael Jordan didn't want to draft him. The owner did. But even still, just because that's not your draft pick, you don't, sabotage his career. And that story has come out too, that his career was really sabotaged, particularly in Washington. And that's fucked up. But again.
And Kwame Brown was supposed to be nice. Like he was supposed to be like the Kevin Garnett.
Yeah.
Like he was supposed to be like a
Jermaine O'Neal.
Like a menacing Jordan.
I ain't gonna say that, but he was supposed to be a very top quality big man.
If I was him, I'd have smacked the shit out of Jordan with a weight in the weight room or something.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, and that nigga would have never played another game in the NBA. I'm just saying,
Because I heard about how Jordan used to goddamn son him and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that ain't right.
No, it's not.
I heard about that shit. Like he like on some jail type shit.
All right, well, Robert Chandler. Now, I don't know if I'm on the correct place, but this is your wheelhouse. Am I on the correct place?
Yeah. Boom. Right there. So that's just a diagram laying out how they facilitated their cheating and the organizations and how they routed the information and communicated. That's how they steal in our elections.
So, I don't know how to blow this shit up. So, is there any way that you could explain this, or would you need it specifically blown up?
Yeah, I have to have it specifically blown up. But we can keep going. We ain't got to focus on this. The point is, you can go to Gateway Pundit and you can read it. And we're not making it up. It's coming out in court. They tampering with evidence. And there are things going on with the election that they're not even talking about, where states are turning over the 2020 election based off of election fraud that's come out.
What did you just say about the 2020 election?
It's stolen.
Huh?
They stole the election.
Oh God, you ain't one of them January 6th niggas, are you?
January. This is coming out. Go ahead and go to some more of the links. January 6th. Most of the people there, they were feds. It was a setup. It was a whole setup. That's a fact. It's not no more conspiracies. There are no more conspiracies. That's a fact.
That's a fact, huh?
Fact.
So the people who was there, who was ransacking the Capitol building, they was the Fed. They was really undercover Fed agents.
You had feds in the crowd causing hysteria. Then you had some actual feds that were the ones that were breaking the windows to actually get in and being helped by other feds once they got to the other side. There's videos all over YouTube.
Hold on, boy, you never cease to amaze me. Wait a minute. So what you telling me is
part of our government.
Go ahead.
Part of our government hijacked our right. So what the people were objecting to, right, and which we have every right to do, when they go to they went to certify that election, right?
Right.
But there were plausible, what's the way I want to say this?
Plausible deniability.
No, there were accusations of of some kind of fraud. So all they had to do was pause and take 10 days and go and look. Just go and hear the information. Go and look at the information. That's all it's asking you to do. You ain't got to make a decision. You just got to pause what you're doing and go, and you got 10 days to
10
go and look
days.
at information before you proceed with certifying the election. And they didn't do that. That's where they violated the Constitution. They went on ahead and certified the vote. So when the people came, they were coming in a proper protest. That's all right. The shit didn't start until the damn police and shit started launching the damn launching shit, smoke grenades and all that other shit. But all that was set up again by Nancy Pelosi weeks in advance. This shit is
Weeks
all
ago.
coming out. Yeah.
Some a bitch. Okay. Well, I'm trying to find your Georgia thing, but it's saying that the page can't be found. Is that a conspiracy theory too?
That ain't a conspiracy theory. This is fact. Fannie Willis is off the damn case. Off the case.
I was just talking about me not being able to find the page.
I feel. Oh, you mean you not being able to find the page? Yeah. Part of the conspiracy. They don't want people. They don't want us talking about this. They want you. They want you wrapped up in the sports and the celebrities
And the rap beef, huh? And the rap beef, huh? They want us wrapped up in the rap
wrapped
beef,
up
huh?
in the rap beef.
They want us wrapped up in the rap beef. Sons of bitches. Uh-oh. Business has officially just picked up. Riley.
What up, Rob?
My man. Now it's a Friday.
Yes, sir.
What's happening? What's crack-a-lacking? What you pimping?
Hey, chilling, bro. I was just listening to what y'all was saying. I was like, hey, but like some of them rap beefs recently have been kind of hot, bro. Like, come on, Dad. That's you.
Both of them,
bro. Kendrick dissed like every rapper. Still on the song, just like, yeah, I'm like that.
What were you saying, Rob?
Both of them then accused each other of messing with trannies. Then, the Universal Music Group told Kendrick to chill because he was calling Drake a pedo, and Drake then signed like he got like $400 million in contracts, and they cannot afford for him to lose not $1. It's a lot of people got a lot of money tied up in Drake. Wouldn't be kosher to come out being
the thing, though.
Well, hey, I mean, look, if he doing some no good, then we mean he doing some no good. But but all right, Rob, I got another one pulled up for you. Okay, got another one pulled up for you. Okay, what do you say about this, sir?
Yeah, bruh. Wait till you find. Look, say COVID was actually developed in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. That's where they had the Asian scientists, and they actually created it. So then, when it came out to get ahead of it, Obama canceled the program. Fauci moved it over to moved it over to China to keep it from coming out. When it really comes out that shit was developed down there in that Chapel Hill Research Center, they
So
are gonna
it was developed at the University of North Carolina.
the whole research center. When people find out that shit was really created there, they are gonna tear that damn research center the fuck up.
Well, how the hell did you find out? And you talking about people gonna find out?
Who? Because I've been following this shit. What you mean?
Okay, I'm just asking.
Yeah, I've been following this. That's how I know.
No, I'm just saying, like, I'm not saying that trying to be funny. All I'm
Yeah.
saying is that, like you said, when people find out, like, you would be considered an average Joe, and you found out. So you don't think there's a possibility that other people have done the same type of research?
It's about what you read and how you process what you read and connecting the story together.
Okay. So I'm gonna scroll down I'm gonna scroll more down the document. I mean, during the link. I mean, this is what you sent to me. Go ahead and read this to the people, sir. You can see it.
The select subcommittee on the coronavirus pandemic released shocking statements and documents on Tuesday night that revealed that the U.S. State Department knew COVID leaked from a Wuhan lab, and the Chinese Communist Party (CCP) covered it up.
Yeah.
The documents revealed the State Department knew this since July 2020. The highly redacted documents show enough proof to see the United States government has been lying to the American public since at least July 2020. They knew all along it was a leak from a biolab. Hey, look, check this out. If I'm a student of history, I got A's in history. I love history and civics. Those who don't pay attention to history are doomed to repeat it. Check this out. The Trail of Tears. United States government came to them Native Americans. Oh yeah, here goes some blankets. Y'all gonna be good. They put the goddamn smallpox in that shit. Tuskegee. I'm gonna leave that right there. Spanish flu. History is replete with our government's
Black Plague, bro.
Damn taking us out. It's time to get the damn pitchforks. They can keep their windows and doors locked, and their pistols should stay cocked.
Damn, I don't want to hear about pitchforks, bro. I gotta do mulch this weekend.
Allegedly. Allegedly. That's what I'm gonna say. Allegedly. Allegedly. I would just like to say this to the people who may watch this, because I'm not anti anything. I'm anti-hate. I'm anti-hate. I give everybody a platform, and I call nobody the C word because everybody has a right to an opinion. Everybody has a right to express their opinion. I'm just saying that. Now, do you want to continue that article, sir?
Yeah, we can do that. Wait a minute.
That's fascinating. I mean,
this
stuff did I thought it did come from a lab. Like they.
Okay, I just got to ask in the chat. What are we talking about? Okay, what we are talking about, and Rob is saying that allegedly the coronavirus was originally developed in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. That is the University of North Carolina. And what else happened, dude?
Oh.
What else happened, Rob?
I just repeated things in history where the government.
No. I'm talking specifically about the coronavirus now. That it was originated in Chapel Hill, North Carolina, and then how did it get moved to China?
So what happened? They were working on it because it's actually called gain of function. So they were working on it in Chapel Hill, and then word got out, and it ran up to Washington that they were working on gain of function down there at Chapel Hill. So to get ahead of it, Obama killed the funding. Obama, but this how you got to pay attention to the story because this is where the story ends. Obama killed the funding,
Allegedly.
right? No, that's not. That's a fact. He killed the funding for the project, meaning it was over. Fauci took the project, moved the project over to the Wuhan. That's where you won't find, and you have to do some research and follow along, and it'll get a little complicated. I follow the Q drops, but that's what happened. But
Okay.
this story is just a warm up for you to get ready. But there it is. The government has been lying to us since July 2020, in in black and plain black and white.
Now I'm not gonna refute what Rob is saying because Rob is now coming with receipts, as you can see on the article. But Rob is smoking a special type of reefer tonight. It's dipped in bullshit because he believes
No,
he
I'm
believes that he
smoking that
could.
reefer.
No, hold on. He believes that he could actually cover Terrell Owens in the football game.
Hey, look,
Sorry, go ahead.
Even if I tripped him, I covered him.
What? That means you interfered with him.
No, I tripped him.
Raleigh, what the hell you got going on? Raleigh, what the hell is
can you hear
Raleigh?
me?
Yes, I can hear you. You just got your shit all up in
Yeah,
the what the hell you got?
No, I'm gonna join back on my computer because the my Wi-Fi is like fucking up like every like 10 seconds. Really like hear
Okay.
you half the time.
Okay. So
So I'm gonna join right back. I guess. Give me a second.
okay, no problem. So Rob, let's keep it moving. Now read this part right here. Come on now, don't stop now. You got receipts, nigga.
Hold on. The select subcommittee on the coronavirus pandemic select subcommittee is investigating the origins of COVID-19 since April 2nd, 2020. Committee on Oversight and Accountability Republicans have investigated the origins of the COVID-19 pandemic, including the Chinese Communist Party CCP role in obscuring the truth regarding the initial outbreak and whether any U.S. taxpayer dollars funded the Wuhan Institute of Virology dangerous gain of function research. On February 27, 2023, he wrote to the department requesting information pertinent to this investigation.
Now
They about to hang all these motherfuckers.
Now what does that mean? Sir?
Released an unclassified and highly redacted Freedom of Information Act produced to the U.S. right to know. And they're all like bad information, I guess, right?
How do you feel about this, Riley?
I feel like China knew that it was like a thing that they were producing, but like I don't think it like I think it like got leaked, right? Like by somehow. It wasn't supposed to like be like weaponized, right?
You mean COVID?
No, it's supposed to be weaponized. It was supposed to be weaponized. The design, its design was to get the United States to attack China.
Or at least protect Taiwan, right? I mean, we sent over like two big military. What was it? The big Navy plane ships, right, over there.
Yeah, but this why you gotta you can't pay attention because they use distractions. China's gonna take over Taiwan, but they have to take over Taiwan to clean out all the prostitution and the tunnels and just the child the no SAR and the tunnels feed the children SAR that's got to happen, but they need a cover. But again, this has already happened.
Chilling.
It's already been taken care of. We watching a movie, man.
Hi, boo. How you doing? I'm doing good.
No.
How you doing, boo? I'm okay. I'm doing a podcast with my brodies. We're talking that conspiracy theorist shit, B.
All right,
Okay.
Frenchie. I was just watching that shit, dude. I just got on season 3. It's so good. Like Butcher, I fucking love Butcher, bro.
Okay, but no. I mean, I'm just like, I just want to hear. I want to hear both of you guys' takes on this because, this is important. Now, Rob, I want you to read this right here. Read this.
The accident, right? Act to prevent, in fact, obstruct. Yeah. Well, I mean,
What?
I want you to read
I would think
where it starts with number 1. COVID-19 originated from. You finish it.
lab-related accident, bro.
COVID-19 originated from a lab-related accident in Wuhan, China. The CCP acted to prevent and, in fact, obstructed a
Fulsome investigation.
And y'all can't see?
It's like kind of like what I said, right?
It says
Seamless
COVID-19
relationship between
originated from a
WIV
lab
and the
in
Chinese People's
a
Liberation
lab-related
Army.
accident in Wuhan, China. The CCP acted to prevent and, in fact, obstructed a fulsome investigation into these matters. And 3, a seamless relationship between the WIV and the Chinese People's Liberation Army. So now I have a question. Seeing this, didn't you say that this just happened, that this was originated in North Carolina? But this is saying it was in Wuhan, China.
Yeah, it was. I mean, and China, obviously, as a country, tried to do PR on it, right?
I'm asking Rob this because, Rob, you said Chapel Hill, North Carolina, but this is an article you asked me to send you. I mean, no, this is an article you sent me that wanted me to put up. You said COVID-19 originated.
Is that maybe where the first contracted cases came from?
Well, okay. Well, I tell you what.
Or America, maybe.
I tell you what. Let me read the paragraph before this. Pursuant to that letter, the department recently produced classified documents to the selected subcommittee that were previously released in an unclassified and highly redacted Freedom of Information whatever.
That's what I see. Yeah.
Freedom of Information Act, FOIA, production to U.S. right to know. These documents contain highly pertinent information that credibly suggests 1, COVID-19 was originated in Wuhan, China, and all the shit I just read.
Yep. That's why I tried to point that out earlier, right?
Yeah, so I'm just curious. Okay, North Carolina or China? Or North Carolina been taken to China? That's all. I'm just trying to know.
I don't know where North Carolina came in. I was here after that, but yeah.
No, Rob started by saying that COVID came from Chapel Hill, North Carolina. But this article right here is saying that, Go ahead, bro.
So again, what's happening? We're watching a movie. I know it's difficult, right? COVID was man-made. Now you got proof.
No question.
Now you got something that's proof and a receipt that you can accept about what I'm telling you. Facts?
Yeah.
Facts. Now, what I'm telling you is more deeper into what you're saying, into what I just showed you. So there's a story, and then there's another story. But I want to stick with this, and I'll spoon feed you so you can accept it. We don't have to argue back. So now we can accept These things that I'm sharing are not is not a conspiracy.
Well, bro, I always thought that COVID was man-made and it was done. What was done was on purpose.
Well, either way, we don't have to debate about where it started or in either one of those, but we can clearly see that the government lied to us and where it originated. Well, where they saying it's originated from now. That's a fact.
Well, Trump also knew about this too, and Trump and his administration should have said something at the end of 2019. Instead of saying I didn't want to cause a panic. I mean, that's why to me, and I'm not pointing the finger solely at Trump. I mean, government in itself is a bunch of bullshit because this was something that was known, that was coming. Motherfuckers knew about this well before COVID ever hit American soil or whenever. There should have been, and come on now, America is the most undisciplined, arrogant, entitled ass country in the fucking world. You really think, we should have, there should have been some level of being prepped to this shit because.
Yeah, right. You would think.
Yeah. I mean,
like, why not? Like, why? Well, I mean, that's like, we'll see. That's where, like, I think, like, a lot of, governmental money gets, like, embezzled, right? It's like, it should be doing that, but it's just, like, not. Other than military. Because, I mean, you can sell guns, bro. Always.
Don't put that in the chat. Say it out loud, Riley. Say it out loud.
That's what I'm saying.
Don't put that in the chat. Say it. Not Riley, Robert. Don't put that in the chat. Say it out loud.
What are you?
Your screen froze. Okay. No. No, say that shit. Say it with your chest. Stand on it. Stand on business.
That was back, like what? Like, to like what?
2019.
Looking at the real Trump.
Robert just says,
were you looking at the real?
Was I?
No, he was asking. That was a rhetorical question.
Oh.
He said, were we looking at the real Trump? Well, who the hell is real? So is this the real Trump that's about to go to jail? Or is this the stunt double?
Why would he go to jail? What?
Huh?
Listen, I need you to listen. I need you to listen. I need you to listen really close. Do you actually think these people would let the leader of the free world walk around so they can accidentally do something to him? Even with 50, and he has all kinds of security.
And Secret Service is like obligated to be with him at all times.
All time.
Right.
Or like whenever he needs.
All time.
I'm sure he hires.
We're not even going to touch on. We're not even going to touch on what's going to happen if you try to put him in jail. And this is not me being a Trump supporter. It's the office of the presidency.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that you're trying to be a Trump supporter. I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, what if he do get put in jail? Does Secret Service be in jail with him?
If you try to arrest the commander-in-chief, all hell is gonna fuck around and find out. Fuck around. I'm just saying, if Trump go to jail,
try
to put him in jail. Fuck around and find out.
If Trump go to jail, the Secret Service come to jail with him.
Listen, huh? You're not thinking. Okay, I'm trying to tell you what's gonna happen. If you go to arrest a sitting president,
but he's not the president.
I'm talking. You're not listening. I'm talking, and you're not listening. If you go to arrest the sitting president, you're going to cause this country to go into martial law. Fuck around and find out. Do it.
You saying that to me like I'm the goddamn judge who's gonna put him in jail.
Go and do it.
Your nose ring bother you that bad, bro?
It. You see how many times he done walked in the courtroom and walked back out? Why ain't nobody locked him up? Ain't a motherfucker been bold enough to lock him up yet. They'll charge him. They ain't nobody locked him up yet. Lock him up. Go to throw some motherfucking handcuffs on him and see what the fuck happened. I dare you.
Well, we're gonna have another January. We're gonna have another January 6th.
No, we're gonna get fucked the fuck up, and the country is going into lockdown. We're going into a martial law.
We should have been on lockdown in 2020.
We were, bro. What?
No, we weren't. No, we weren't. No, we weren't.
There we go.
Listen, Riley, niggas in Florida was licking toilets.
True.
Huh? You're so busy. You're not listening.
I am listening.
We in the soft lockdown right now. You just can't see it. So they let all the distractions happen to wake you up.
Nigga, I'm woke.
No, you're not woke.
I am woke. Brrr. See the alarm go off?
See? You still think this shit is fucking funny. That's fine. Go ahead and laugh. Be you. But when you see the shit for real, then it's gonna be, oh man, I'm sorry, my bad. I didn't know it was like this.
Not, bro.
I love it, Rob.
And Rob know I'm always gonna be me. He know that no matter what, I'm always. It could fucking Skynet could attack, and I'm always gonna be me. Because if we watching a movie, why the fuck can't I laugh?
The facts.
If we watching a fucking movie, why can't I laugh? Why can't I have my popcorn and say this shit is funny? I'm just saying.
No, it's facts though, right? Like
that's what I'm saying.
Why else?
Boy, stop. Boy, you're shaking like a stripper when the pole come on. Come on, tighten up.
Crazy.
Boy, I ain't had a drink all week. You drove me to drink, sir.
Me?
No.
Oh,
I got one more. I got one more link that he want me to show. Absolutely. Hey, I love the fact that Rob is coming with receipts. I love it.
No, it's perfect.
It is. Okay. Explain this one. Read this one, Rob.
Oh no, bro. This is already like no. Like this is already like kind of like figured out, right?
I don't know, but he sent me this and told me to share it. So read this one, Rob.
Judge Cannon.
There's been the same thing.
Key deadline in classified documents case against Trump after Jack Smith admits to evidence tampering.
So what happened?
You tampered with the evidence.
What evidence? Oh, Trump case. Okay.
I ain't read this one, but
well, let's read it together then.
The evidence was mainly like that, stuff.
Hey, is this a woman or a man?
I don't know. That's a good question.
That Brandon, she's one of the ones that pulls up her leg. Yeah. Goofy.
Got kind of a strong bottom jaw, but kind of a pretty face.
I give her a lot.
Oh, she a judge? Oh, this is the judge? Damn.
Cannon, bro.
I sentence you to No, let me shut the fuck up. That's a judge. Okay, go ahead, Rob. Let's read this article. Let's read it together. You ain't read it. Let's read it together. Come on now.
Judge Eileen Cannon on Monday night postponed the key deadline in the classified documents case after special counsel Jack Smith admitted to tampering with evidence. Cannon temporarily stayed a May 9th deadline for President Trump and his co-defendants Nawata and Carlos
de
Oliveira related to CIPA,
nigga. CIPA.
No, I see an I.
I said CIPA.
Oh, yeah, I said CIPA.
Okay, so let me read the what was put on X. Based on new revelations of evidence disruption and potential tampering, Judge Cannon, and I got a cannon for her ass. She pretty, has postponed a key deadline in classified docs case. This is related to special guidance, CIPA, and classified docs matters. All right. Go ahead, Rob. Pick us up from where it says President Trump's attorney.
President Trump's attorneys wrote a letter to Jack Smith about his confession that classified documents are not in its original form. Your failure to disclose the spoliation of this evidence until this month is an extraordinary breach of your constitutional and ethical obligations. Since the beginning of this case, our strategy, preparations, and arguments have been based on the basic premise that, biased as Jack Smith is in his futile efforts to keep President
Biden
to help President Biden make up lost ground in the polls, the line prosecutors and agents would employ the minimum levels of professionalism and competence necessary to preserve evidence relating to the documents in the center of the charges. Trump's lawyers wrote to the special counsel's team.
So what does that mean to you, sir?
They were sloppy, it's unprofessional, and it's on the level of treason for election.
Go ahead, Rob. I'm sorry.
It's on the level of treason for election interference.
What about you, Riley? What say you?
So
oh boy.
So it says biased as Jack Smith is, right? Like it's like what he it's what he posts on Twitter. Is that I don't know how reliable necessarily that is.
Right.
Because I feel like they've been like chasing this for a while, and well, I mean, it hasn't really gained traction, right? Like they tried to like impeach him for like saying stuff like that, and then also just similarly, I'm not saying like anything like to like be like, oh, he's like a good guy or whatever. Like I don't give a fuck either way, bro. Like they all suck, but like,
right.
I mean, Biden was caught with the same thing. He had like stacks of them in his fucking garage where what his son partied at with Chinese diplomats. It just in the garage next to his Corvette, bro. Right? Like, I mean,
Right.
it's just similar stuff like happening, and it's all around the board. And I don't. It's kind of hard to like decipher specifically what is, but I mean, like, it just seems kind of like it's all just like again to get like holding in the polls, right? That's what it seems like to me. It seems like a game show to them. It's not like real, you know. It's all like manufactured for that in a way, or maybe it's not even like completely manufactured, but it's like played up like that because they all know both sides. Like it doesn't like they're not gonna get shit for it.
Rob, your screen didn't freeze up. You can say that statement on live. Go ahead. Say how you feeling. Now he froze up. Oh, no, go ahead. Go ahead, bro. Yeah, you.
Who, me?
You said it's 5G warfare. What does that mean?
That means I'm gonna use every opportunity to use some kind of psyop, some kind of story to manipulate and shape your thinking. And I can use AI to create stories. I can use AI to create stories to pull on your heartstrings. make you hate white people, make you hate black people.
Mm-hmm.
Certain areas of the country at certain times of the year. How come you don't never see no racial stuff break out in the middle of Iowa or Kansas nowhere?
Niggas ain't no
But you
black
see,
people there.
Oh,
there's
corn
black people out
farm.
there. There's black people out there.
Yeah, the help. That's the way the black people at. So somebody got to get the coffee.
No, Kansas City's pretty. Is a pretty big city.
You talking about Kansas
Pretty
City,
diverse.
Missouri, or Kansas City, Kansas?
Oh, fair. That's right.
Kansas City, Missouri. You got
Isn't
me.
that so funny, dude? I always like mix that. I think that's so funny. Like every
Yeah,
time I think about it.
Kansas City, Missouri. I would agree. Okay, yeah, definitely black people out there. The Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes.
He said, "Wow," yeah.
Kansas City, Kansas. Show me a nigga out there. Show me. I'm gonna leave it at that. Go ahead.
Same
You
city.
got
Yeah,
your
they played
five,
Mississippi,
your five
yeah,
Stevie. Iowa. If anybody black is out there in Iowa, they playing for the goddamn football team or the basketball team.
True.
It's black people in Wisconsin. It's black people in Nebraska.
Yeah, everybody black in Wisconsin play for the Packers or they play for the Milwaukee Bucks. If anybody black in Wisconsin, it's Steven from Django.
Dude, that's just crazy. You know what is it? The Hateful Eight, bro. They had a Hateful Eight out there. What?
But okay,
Fucking
well, what is the premise of what you're trying to say? I know there are black people sprinkled out in those areas, but you said why don't be no race? You said don't be no black people. I mean, I'm just keeping it 100 with you. You
It's
have
fun. No, it's just a funny way you said it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm just saying, like it's like why aren't there no racial stuff going on in Iowa and Nebraska? Because we outnumbered like 1,000,000 to 2. Come on now. Like black, come on, let's keep it real. Black people is like 10% of the fucking population in this country. About 10%.
Actually, no, bro. Wait. No, Milwaukee's like actually like notoriously like, it's like they do you know who the Keel Boys are?
Yes.
Yeah, bro. That's where they originated. Is Milwaukee, bro.
Milwaukee may have a little black population. I guarantee you, the rest of Wisconsin.
It's not that little. There's this dude who like actually like it's kind of significant, at least in that area.
Milwaukee,
right?
Kenosha. Milwaukee is right out. Kenosha is right outside of Milwaukee. Ain't no ain't no real black people. Ain't no bunch of black people in Green Bay.
No, for sure. I just had that thought though, and I thought it like pertained to the
Milwaukee, perhaps. Milwaukee probably does have a bit because that's a big city. That's the biggest city.
For sure.
The biggest city in the state.
Absolutely.
You know, just like Nebraska, Omaha, that's the biggest city in Nebraska. There probably is a more of a black population in Omaha. Not the rest of that motherfucking Cornhusker ass state.
Omaha Steaks right now, bro. It's so good, bro.
Not the rest of them Cornhusker motherfuckers. Ain't not the rest of that Cornhusker ass state.
Well, no, for sure, right? Like, that wasn't me like saying like rebuttaling your argument. I just was saying like that's an example of
I feel you.
You know, somewhere that
ain't no goddamn black people in South Dakota. Fuck, ain't no black people in Montana.
South
ain't
Dakota.
No black people in Wyoming.
Monument to white people, bro.
Yeah.
Actually, that's just kind of sick, though. Could you imagine, bro? Like carving fucking faces out of a mountain. That's kind of insane.
That means you have nothing else to do.
It tells me that you hid something in the mountain.
Yeah, dude, national treasure, bro. We seen this. Nicolas Cage
hid something in the mountain.
They gotta like show that shit out so that they can be absolved of any like wrongdoing or any like truth they have to put out.
What it is they trying to tell you?
That's what they're trying to tell you. Is like they're doing it in front of your face.
Right in front of your goddamn face.
They're laughing at you, bro.
Laughing at you.
There's a train here in Richmond.
Just like Meek Mill is laughing at Diddy.
With the won't let you go and find it. They won't let you go and dig in.
Say that again, Rob.
Train here in Richmond, in the side of a hill, that got bricked over. It's got gold on it, but they deem it too risky to go and try and salvage.
Oh yeah. I'm just.
Yeah,
I mean, I didn't know this. Look, you're teaching me something.
History.
Yeah, well, only one thing I will push back on you on, sir, when it comes to your take of history.
That's because you ain't done.
I don't necessarily agree with the take on history, because history, especially the curriculum in American schools, is probably 80% bullshit.
Sure, absolutely right. Well, I mean, history is decided by the victor and where you're taught, right?
Exactly. And England was funding both sides.
Yeah, they absolutely were. What do you? Yeah.
Well, not just England. The Rothschilds were funding both sides.
Well, I mean, it's because they're the central banking of like each one, and they're like, dude, I'll take anybody's money. Actually, you know who was one of the biggest contributors as well was the Vatican, right? The Vatican Bank was because they never had to produce any tax records or any kind of records, because they were their own city state, well, they're their own country, and their banking laws allowed like Nazis and like people to keep their gold there untouched, and like actually like have a central banking that's untraceable, right? To like anybody that's you.
They took over the church.
Yeah, Satan has said. Well, the Vatican, yeah, a while ago. Why do you think it's like built in like geometric patterns like that are like satanistic, and or like they look like a seance, like
why you think it burned down? It burned down. Michelle Obama and Barack Obama and went over there and was trying to perform a seance and open up a portal. They burnt that bitch down.
Man, what do you got against the Obamas? I mean, god damn.
They're a cute gay couple, right?
What did you just say?
Besides that they're liars and faggots.
Rob would like that.
Yeah, that's what I got against them.
Man, wasn't you that said that you used to beat off to Michelle Obama?
If you ain't a bone smuggler and a traitor and a pedo,
fudge packer,
man, get out of here! Shut the fuck up, Riley.
Yeah, I got problems with you, bro.
Yo,
man, you got man. Did they do something to you personally?
They out here perpetrating a fraud.
Okay.
She was registered as a male for 2 years, wasn't she?
I done took 3 bullets fucking with these. Man.
What did you just say, Riley?
She was registered as a male in voting polls for 2 years. Remember, we looked that up and we found it.
That part, yeah, that part.
We did find that. Like that was like that's like a thing. Like I don't know what that's all about, right? I don't know if it's if you know that truly means anything, but like you know, I mean that's there.
I mean, it's a man.
All right. I think Robert secretly want Michelle Obama to knock at his front door with her legs spread wide the fuck open and say, "Take this," and he would be hypnotized.
She gonna put a leash on him and then piss on him like a dog with that leg up.
If Michelle Obama show up at my door, it's gonna be hell froze the fuck over. Cause
all right, okay.
Michael LeVar Robinson is dead at Gitmo on ice.
Who?
Hey, boys, I'm about to dip out of here though.
That's his real name.
Michael, I gotta go make me another froze, and I gotta finish this episode of the boys, bro.
Because I'm gonna hurt his feelings. Michael LeVar Robinson. Type in Michael LeVar Robinson to see what you get. Go ahead.
You want me to do that?
Yeah.
Type in Michael LeVar Robinson.
But hey, Brandon, Rob, thanks for having me on, boys. It's good talking to you as always.
All
No
right.
problem.
Later, Riley.
I'm gonna hit y'all. I'm gonna hit y'all next Friday, bro. I'm gonna be getting on this shit.
Okay, Michael LeVar Robinson.
Michael, let me see the. Oh wow, okay, there you see it all right there. Dude, look at you. Yes, fucking, yeah, good. That's a good time to end it. Okay, that's it. I'm done. I fucking
Hey,
feel
no,
so good. Look at the lines, bro.
this one right. Hey, this one right
Bro,
here
look at
look like
this
Carl
shit.
Winslow, bro. This one right here look like Carl Winslow.
I'm weak as a bitch.
Look at Uncle Carl, bro.
Look, dude, you got Young Bama and Kanye East over here.
Hey, you funny as a bitch, bro.
Like the fuck.
That one at the top looked like Carl Winslow from Family Matters, bro. He do.
That's crazy. All right, boys. I'll talk to y'all
All
later.
right, bro.
Dude. Have a good night. Love you.
All right, man. Love you too, bro.
Yeah.
So Michael LeVar Robinson, dude. So that's supposed to be Michelle Obama,
Yep.
huh? Hey, you a funny ass dude, bro. Boy, they gonna knock on your door and whoop your ass, bro. They gonna knock on your what can that be her twin brother?
What?
Couldn't that be her twin brother or something?
Type in Michael LeVar Robinson mother. Just type in mother.
Why I got
no, because you got to read it for yourself. What she said about having a son, and you got to read it yourself.
Hi. Michael LeVar Robinson. What?
What LeVar Michael Robinson mother said.
What the fuck did she say, Rob? You talking about Marion Shields Robinson?
She said
What did she say?
She didn't have no daughter. She had a son.
My son and leaves inheritance to my son Michael. Okay, hold on. Okay. They done kicked my black ass off. Oh, the Knicks lost tonight. Damn it. Okay. Damn, the Knicks lost tonight. Okay, what does it say? You read it, sir. Madam First Lady, don't pay this man no mind. He wants some. That's what that is.
No, I'm good.
Did Michelle Obama's mother leave an inheritance to my son Michael? Okay. Let's see what we got here. The Obama Watcher website published an article posting that former First Lady Michelle Obama's mother passed away and left an inheritance to her son Michael. Michelle Obama's mother dies, leaves inheritance to my son Michael. Michelle Obama's mother, Mary Robinson, has died at the age of 84. She went peacefully in her sleep before being mostly devoured by her. What? I can't read that. And the Chicago police have ruled out any foul play. Blah, 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 blah. Let's see. The real story, however, is how she worded her last will and testament. According to Illinois comptroller and keeper of public records, Michelle doesn't legally exist. Oh, shite now. Mrs. Robinson will clearly states that her possessions should all go to my son Michael Robinson Obama. In Illinois, a person can't legally change their gender. In Illinois, a person can't legally change their gender. So she had to use his real name, or she wouldn't have gotten anything. This item was not a factual recounting of real life events. This article originated with a website that describes its output as being humorous. Come on, Rob. That's what you wanted me to read? Read that last part, Rob. Read that last part, sir.
I know what it says. I got a website that I go to they have a similar disclaimer because they use that to keep from getting sued. But and don't interrupt me. Listen to what I'm telling you.
I wasn't gonna say shit.
The military, in this instance, needs approved back channels to be able to talk to people so they can let you know things that are going on. But they need plausible deniability to be able to do it. So allegedly.
Boy, that's the word of the motherfucking year. Allegedly.
But it's right there. I mean, you ain't heard nobody getting sued. Just like with Jaguar Wright, you ain't heard nobody sue her.
Okay.
They locked up dead. Gitmo.
Okay. Gitmo, huh?
Allegedly.
Yeah. Okay. Michelle chat with Michelle Obama's big brother?
Yeah.
No. Hold up. No. I'm gonna pull this on. No. Hold up now. Okay. So no. Rob says that this is the real Michelle Obama. Boy, you something else. You are something else. Check this out.
Greg Robinson. I'm the head basketball coach at Oregon State University, and I'm the big brother of Michelle Obama. Our family was a lot like most families growing up. There were parents who were trying to make a better life for their kids. In high school, I would probably be what is today considered a nerd, and my sister knew that. But when it was time to go to dances and soft cups and things of that nature, she made sure that I wouldn't embarrass myself. I mean, she spent time with me teaching me how to talk to girls, how to dance, how to fit in socially. Yeah, there is the often told story of.
So what you got to say about that, huh?
Brandon? If you want to believe this mainstream bullshit, you go right on ahead and keep Kool-Aid. But as long as you know me,
showing you a video.
Hey, I'm telling you that video it's from CNN. Of course, CNN gonna lie.
So let me ask you something. This is an honest question. Have you seen these two together? Because I just saw baby pictures. Now I know that stuff can be digital, tampered with, and everything else. I get it. Have you seen pictures of them? Have you seen anything of them two together, like on a live screen? Like, hey, big bro, hey, little sis, hey, bitch, hey, how you doing?
Type in Michael LeVar Robinson, Washington State college football.
Oh God. On YouTube?
I mean, you can do YouTube or you can do the internet. Either or.
No.
Michael Robinson, yeah. Washington State football, yeah. No.
Okay. Is it? Is this it? Oh God. Oh. Hey, this shit is funny to me, bro. Okay. Make sure the speed is up.
To Common Sense TV. I'm your host, the Doctor of Common Sense. The Supreme Court has struck down or ruled against the affirmative action
Okay, hold
and
on.
hiring practices. And
Yes. What you want me to do?
Yeah, go. We can back out of this. We ain't trying to. We don't want to deviate from what we own already, and try to veer off into affirmative action. No, we can stay right here on this goddamn Michael LeVar Robinson being It's a photo. Uh-uh.
You ain't gonna find much about this, bro. Hold on. Let me just go back to the original name. Let's go back. Okay, not Mike Robinson, who went to Verona. Okay. There they go. They right next to each other. Can I play this video?
Play it.
Okay. Let's see what we got here. They right there next to each other.
All right. Hello. That's everybody sitting back down. Right? I am so thrilled to be here on stage with you in Chicago, which is deep in my own soul because this is where the Warren Brothers Sons began. So I am so thrilled to be here with both of you.
My big brother.
Oh.
Oh,
They right
Before we
there.
begin, I'd like to acknowledge and honor the steady rock in your family. What I believe, the person who I believe actually is the rock star of your family, if I may say, and that is Mrs. Marion Robinson. So I wanted to acknowledge her.
It's true. And she's the smallest of us now. She is barely bigger than Aaron, who's the youngest grandchild.
yes. Hi, Mom.
So we are going to be going back in time to the 1960s and 70s, Southside Chicago, Euclid Avenue.
Mhm.
Robbie on the first floor and the Robinson family there.
Mhm.
And I think there's a photograph that we're going to start with.
All right.
And there it is.
Bruh.
Gorgeous
now, look,
children,
look.
beautiful children. That could be a commercial.
Okay. I'm just saying. There go your Michael LeVar Robinson and there go your Michelle Obama. And they on TV together. I mean, look, I rock with you on a lot of your conspiracy stuff, but I like the whole Michelle Obama's a man thing. It's like, huh?
First off, it's not a conspiracy. And this third picture at the end, what's wrong with her? What's wrong with that cheekbone? That third picture at the end.
Boy, you like the white media with OJ. You don't want to take this L, bro. Oh shit! Come on, Rob. She a chick. You didn't beat off to no dude. You beat off to a chick.
Brandon,
Huh?
when the truth come out and it's made plain that was a man and all of this is a lie,
I will apologize.
Man, everybody gonna want to apologize. You know what? I'll take your apology. You know who won't be able to apologize? Tony will not be able to apologize. He will not be able to apologize. I want to hear it. Silence is acceptance. It's non-negotiable. He ain't gonna be able to say nothing, only because he just want to run his mouth and won't let just some reasoning come into his thinking.
Okay.
I'm trying to tell you. I'm telling you, that's a man.
Okay.
Another. This is 5G. 5G warfare. You are not gonna challenge the sexuality of a black woman with the narrative that they done gave Michelle Obama, which is exactly what's keeping you from accepting and believing what I'm telling you. Because you don't know, your mind is not gonna let you. Your mind is not gonna let you accept the fact, because of the narrative that they have built. That's the 5G warfare. The narrative that they have built around this is so solid. Even with proof, you're still not gonna believe it.
Nah, bruh. If it comes out that she is a man, I will come on this show and I will apologize to you till the cows come home.
I'm not seeing
and again, it's
see, then you going the wrong way. I'm not interested in apology. I'm interested in people learning and stop accepting what you're seeing on the TV. That's why I'm making myself available for this.
Okay, no problemo.
Don't come
this is
and
the only one I've given you pushback on.
If you don't change how you think, then apologizing to me is not gonna do nothing, because you're gonna still operate in the same mode, and people try to show you stuff, and you're gonna keep pushing back till it smack you dead in the face, and then you'll rather apologize after you've made fun, instead of like, well, wait a minute, I really need to do some investigation and pause and think, especially about the people that's coming to tell you the truth. But most people are gonna kill the messenger and ignore the message. Kwame Brown, fine example. Nobody wants to hear his message because he's considered an NBA bust.
I listen to his message all the time.
But if you sit and listen to what he's talking about,
I do.
And learn something.
I do. I listen to Kwame all the time. I do. I'm just, like I said, I'm just like, all I'm doing, I'm just trying to get reasoning with it. Like, that's all, man. Like, I agree with everything you said about apologies and operating the same way. This is just weird for me. That's all. Like, Michelle Obama, Mariah Carey, that's weird for me. That's all.
It was weird for me.
I believe you.
No. So as soon as I'm like, man, ain't no damn way that y'all is some bullshit on the damn Mariah Carey. Come on. And I had to keep. So how do they get Mariah Carey to hit those high notes? They put them in a trance. They put them in a satanic trance to hit the high notes.
Well, I can believe that, because I know the music game is full of that. That doesn't surprise me.
That is crazy.
It is. But I can believe that. You know, the music game is full of that.
Now, did I say that? Now I got to touch into this, so obviously people have been touching on Mariah Carey. What does that say about Nick Cannon and Eminem? I'm confused. I need help.
Wait a minute, Nick Cannon smashed Mariah?
And they had kids, but they didn't really have kids because that's a man, so the kids got to be rented. Or maybe they had surrogates or something, and maybe, I don't know, Nick Cannon is cuckoo crazy. Then Eminem is cuckoo crazy. But again, I ain't looking past the fact that I found out that these two is banging a train that America know and love. Just like I ain't skipping over the fact that Kendrick Lamar and Drake both accuse each other of banging the train. It's a lot of y'all weird.
That's right. Damn. That's Drake did accuse. I think Drake was saying that was just trying to get back. I think Kendrick Lamar was dead ass serious.
It's a lot of y'all weirdos out here. It's a lot of y'all weird motherfuckers out here. Y'all motherfuckers strange.
Motherfucker said do something strange for a little piece of change.
They don't want cat juice. They want truffle butter.
That's nasty too. That's why I don't nothing anybody say about Drake surprised me. I was talking to Sean about this the other day. By the way, and that song came up. I mean, yeah, because we talk about it was something that had to do with Drake, and I said, well, I mean, the nigga did do a song called Truffle Butter, and that's just gross.
Before you need to go take a shower, wash your dick out.
Ugh. I'm gonna ask the chat. Do y'all actually know what truffle butter is? I'm not gonna say it. Do y'all actually know what truffle butter is? Just give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. And if thumbs down, I'm sorry, I'm gonna leave your ass in the dark. Look it up.
Who else in the chat? Oh, Facebook. I'm on the wrong one.
I mean, oh, you on YouTube?
Yeah, I'm on.
Don't worry, Rob. Nobody is challenging what you're saying. You notice that stop when it comes with receipts.
Well,
okay, so you know what truffle butter is. Yeah. Good. So why would that surprise you about anything that Drake do when you got a nasty ass song? Drake, Wayne, and Nicki. Ugh. 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 Yo, you know, when I heard truffle butter, when I heard truffle butter, you know what? I stopped fucking with hummus for a little while after hearing that shit. I'm dead ass serious, bro. I'm dead ass serious. I heard that shit. Then I was in the store one day because I used to buy hummus all the time. I was like, man, I can't do it right now. I had to take a long break from hummus, bro, because I was like, ew. I did. That shit, that's just gross. Man, Denver's beating the shit out of Minnesota tonight.
So Denver than Seattle.
What?
Denver to snap back.
They doing something. Because they beating the fuck. Well, maybe the NBA must have handed Minnesota the script and said, y'all can't sweep them niggas.
Yeah. What they up by, Dub?
Just about.
What they
I was traumatized, nigga. Man, when I found out what that shit somebody put on there, you was traumatized. Yeah, I was traumatized. When I found out what that shit was, I'm like, ew.
Yeah.
And with that shit, and when all that shit mixed together would look like, and that shit looked like some fucking hummus. And I'm like, ugh. Ugh.
Because the girl's supposed to clean out her bowels first before you.
Yeah, you nasty bitch. Ugh. And that song was a hit too. That shit was a hit. Bitches was in the club. There was some truffle butter. I'm like, gross.
Bitches talk about truffle butter. Won't even let you put the head in.
Like gross, nasty. Because I'm inquisitive. When I was like, truffle butter, what the fuck is that? And I found out what that shit was. I was like, whoa, no. I was like, no, that's not what it means. Then I was like, oh my God, ugh. You nasty fuck face. Ugh. Ugh. Anyway, Rob Chandler, we still on conspiracy theories. Tell us something else that we don't know. Other than the fact that you smoking blunts dipped in bullshit.
My
Get it out.
confidence.
Okay.
My confidence. My
Get out.
confidence.
Yeah, nigga, you got it, nigga.
My confidence up after I done smoked some.
Gotcha.
Everything of oh, we might see Trump locked up.
Well, wait a
We
minute.
might see Trump
But you
locked
were
up.
saying lock up
They're
the
gonna have
sitting
to lock
commander in
Trump
chief
up.
is going to be on some bullshit. Okay.
Yeah, but they'll have to lock him up to get him out the way to go ahead and lock us down. We're gonna go on lockdown and they can show us the truth.
So why would we go on lockdown if Trump is in jail? That's what I'm curious about.
Because the military is gonna be in the streets after the rest of the bad guys. The ones
Why
that's
would the
happening.
military be? But what do you mean? What do you mean by that? Elaborate.
Okay. So there's this rule. It's called commie not commie. I'm not gonna say it wrong. The you can't have the standing United States military occupying the streets except for certain conditions. Commie pop well, I gotta find it. But anyway, I'm gonna find it. So we need the military to come in and clear these people out so they don't try to harm us like they have been doing with derailing trains. And now they got all these immigrants here. And by the way, excuse me, not newcomers, with all these newcomers,
Wait a minute. Hold on. Time out. There's now a problem with saying immigrant.
Yeah, it could be potentially be a problem saying immigrant or and even ill immigrant.
We are such a bitch ass society. Yeah. Go ahead.
That's where we've gotten to, where they're censoring your speech.
Oh God.
Damn, what was I saying?
Something about immigrants. That's what you were talking about.
Yeah, what's gonna happen with them when the dollar crashes and the dollar's worth nothing? Those cards they get the money on it, and you hear them complaining about the treatment they receiving. They was complaining in Chicago, they was complaining in Colorado. You feel me?
Yeah.
So these people are already implanted to cause a disruption. But don't worry, like I said, we already under a soft military martial law. We under a soft martial law. You can't see the military. They hiding out. I did some research. That pier that burnt up out there in California.
Yeah.
That was a military operation. Well, not a different group, a kind of rogue element did that. So things are happening, but the news will disguise what it is, or especially feed you more distraction than truth. So you don't hear about things and become informed, because these people trying to steal your rights, not just steal your rights, they're trying to steal our country, and they don't want you to fight back, and they don't want you to pay attention. Any turn that you try to speak up or voice any kind of opposition, they send a wave of attack to demean you. They might even try to take your job or try to injure you some kind of way financially. Or if they can't hurt you financially, they definitely bringing some kind of bullshit lawfare, as you see clearly with President Trump. That's what they're trying to show people, how these people operate.
So okay, so you're always saying that we're watching a movie, right? So let me ask you a question. We're watching a movie. Is this a drama? Is this a horror? Or is this a comedy? Or is this an action drama or action comedy or what?
Which one do you want it to be?
I don't give no. I'm asking for your opinion, sir.
For me, it's been a drama horror comedy.
Damn, that's a lot. So you pretty much said all of the above.
Yeah. Because this shit is crazy. Like, so I understand that I keep saying shit like we're watching a movie, but understand I still live the same life that everybody else lived, with your lights get cut off, water, you got a cell phone bill, some kind of other bill you got to pay, right? Your rent got to get paid. So you still have to live and survive day to day. Right. I take solace in knowing that brighter days are ahead, and it helps me focus and think and just know, I may not control everything that's going on around me, but I know more than I used to know. And I can sleep better at night.
Tenfold. I mean, I ain't mad at that.
No, because if not, bro, when they eat, like, that's why I had to calm down and do mental health. So these protests that took off around these colleges, right? The old me, I'd have been down at one of them colleges. Let me see you take down the flag. I'd have been all in that shit. Yeah, I'm gonna bust one of y'all upside the damn head.
You talking about in 2020?
No, I'm talking about right now down there at VCU when the protests took off. They had protests at a lot of different colleges last week. The old me would have grabbed something to run down there to bust somebody in the head with.
Why?
Because I would have felt like I was being patriotic. I would have felt like I was standing up for America.
Man. All right, I'll leave it at that.
You know what I'm saying? I had to change my thinking and understand what the hell is going on.
Yeah, that's crazy because I was just down in VCU a couple of weeks ago, and last week I was doing we were shooting that short film that I'm doing, and the whole tech staff was nothing but VCU, and we was chopping it up, but I ain't hear nothing about that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Rob, I mean, I still want to go for another 20 minutes, so tell us something else that we don't fucking know.
Shit. I don't know. I guess that's it for right now, man. We'll have to see. We're gonna have to see how the rest of the. We're gonna have to take it week by week now.
You getting texts on your phone, niggas telling you to duck. Oh, is that your boot thing that we talked about last week? The one where you got out the motherfucking car?
I don't have no damn boot thing.
Hey, tell us about that story again, about that story again, Rob. What did chick do?
No, she tried to get buck with me and basically trying to tell me to shut the fuck up while I was driving her car.
Oh, that's right. She called you a broke ass nigga while you was driving her car.
Hey, why am I screaming in my damn ear? What the fuck? One baby. Uh-huh.
For y'all that don't know, about Robert Chandler, if you run afoul of him while you are operating a working motor vehicle, this crazy son of a bitch will jump out your car and he won't hesitate to do it. And it don't matter where your car is at on the road. Your motherfucking ass could be driving in city miles. Your ass could be on the highway. If you fuck with that nigga right there, he will. I used to tell his ass back in the day, your ass need to be a stunt double. Let me repeat this in case you don't know about Robert Chandler. If you run afoul of him, even while you are in a working motor vehicle, he will jump out the car. Robert Chandler will dive out the fucking car on the highway. Like he's in an action movie. This crazy son of a bitch will jump out of a moving vehicle going 75 miles an hour if he feels uncomfortable. That's why I am stunned that he pulled over and got out the car this time.
I was driving.
So what?
She had already wrecked it once. She ain't gonna wreck it twice.
Put the bitch in neutral and bye-bye.
No, I love me.
You do?
Hell
now
yeah.
you love you. Now you love you. Because I remember early 2000s, Rob, who would hop out of a car and they don't give a fuck where it was at. Look, see?
Hop out of the car and take a charge.
Well, but you could get charged for doing that shit.
I was in fear of my life.
Boy, I tell you, boy, you a treasure. Boy, you a national. This nigga right here is a national treasure, and he should be protected at all costs. Now, wait till these motherfuckers watch these videos and see your ass. They are coming for you.
What am I do, Ryan?
Hell no, you got a busted ass leg. That's why you can't guard T.O., nigga. Yeah. I ain't letting that shit go. Rob Chandler and that Cryptochronic light that he's smoking said that he could guard earlier in the show, said that he could guard.
You said T.O. gonna break on my ass, ain't he?
I said T.O. would truck your ass, he would break on your ass. He would leave you flat as a pancake on the field. He talking about something. He 50. He the city. I'll take him. He 50. I don't mean shit. He 50 years old. What does that mean? He 50. All right. Trying to tell your ass. You keep on fucking with Terrell Owens. You keep on thinking you could sleep on Terrell. Sign Terrell Owens if you San Francisco 49ers. Sign T.O. Sign T.O. Sign him at least during the preseason. If it don't work, if he's not a goal line threat, cut him. But if he can contribute to your team, I guarantee you this. Y'all revenue would double. Y'all put him on your team. And sign Robert Chandler to the practice squad too. Well, what is that show they used to have? Pros versus Joes? No. Pros versus Joes.
I'm a coach.
Nah, Pros versus Joes. Sign Robert Chandler to a one-show contract and have him line up one-on-one against T.O. and do a playback of him talking all that shit on this show and then have T.O. bust his ass on the field. My only request is that I would want to be there in person to see it. Because I'm going to have to help pick this nigga up.
That motherfucker.
What?
I'm going to pinch him. I'm going to at least pinch that motherfucker.
All right. Okay. You're going to have to put a blunt in front of Robert's face to wake him up. That motherfucker going to be unconscious fucking with T.O. You have to put a blunt in front of his face and whisper in his ear, "You got a card." Uh-huh. That's what that is.
Hey, I just passed out at a track meet.
At a what?
At a track meet.
You passed out at a track meet.
Yeah, I was near passing out or whatever, and the damn coach came with that damn
How long ago
smelling.
was this?
I was in high school. The coach came with that smelling salt.
Oh, okay.
Nigga.
Yeah, that shit is potent, bro.
That shit woke a nigga the fuck. Oh shit.
Yeah, that shit ain't no joke, bro. That shit is potent, bro. No bullshit. That's what Rob gonna need after T.O. run over his ass.
Man.
He's gonna need smelling salt. They're gonna be up there, then Rob gonna be like this, and they're gonna have to come with that salt just like this. Like, damn, that don't work. Light something. Put that under him. Whisper, "I got a card." Like, okay.
If he break on me off the jump,
he will break on you and break your ass. Pause at the same time.
If he break on me from the jump, I'm gonna have to shed one of his arms and try to.
That's somebody texting you, telling you, "Shut the fuck up." You was not T.O. You was not guarding no T.O., bro. Mm-hmm. See? Told you. It ain't me, nigga.
Yeah, I'm on good drugs.
Yeah, you on good drugs. Rob smoking that weed, dipped in that bullshit. He dipped in that classic bullshit. Look at him. Boy, I swear, you must have been real high talking that bullshit. Everybody already know. Everybody already know. So let's review today's show. We talked about the NBA playoffs. The New York Knicks have lost. The Indiana Pacers have made that a series right now. The Denver Nuggets are handling the Minnesota Timberwolves. They're up by 15. It's about to be halftime. We talked about Big Baby Davis getting sentenced to 40 days in jail.
40 days, 40 months.
I'm sorry, 40 months, yeah. What you think about that?
I'm glad they got all them niggas. Insurance fraud.
Yep, that's what it was.
Y'all niggas need to go back and be plumbers and shit. Plumbers and carpenters.
What the fuck?
Ain't
That
nothing
is
wrong
fucked up.
Trade. Be a truck driver, nigga.
Well, they could play in the Big Three. Still play basketball. Make 6 figures a year just for playing 8 games.
UPS hiring.
I'm weak. I'm weak. This nigga said UPS.
Hey, the Marines always looking for a few good men.
Them niggas too old to join the fucking Marines. Shut the fuck up. We talked about Brian McKnight disowning his sons. What you think about that, bro?
Man, that shit is a whole distraction. Plus, I told you in the chat that nigga a womanizer. You do some digging on that story, you gonna find out that
I've been heard about that. I've been heard about that.
That motherfucker is a sick, twisted motherfucker. Him and R. Kelly.
What R. Kelly got to do with? I said Brian McKnight. What does R. Kelly have to do with this? R. Kelly's already in jail. Look at my living and legal situation. Never mind.
Then Drake Houston got shot up.
Yeah, I mean, that's right. That's right. What the fuck happened with that shit?
Why the house get shot up?
Yeah, I'm saying, like, what have you heard about it?
After being accused of being a pedophile.
Elaborate.
He had cameras in his house. The thing is like they used that shooting as a cover to raid his house on the low. More has to come out about that. But yeah, look like he gonna be on the hot seat for being a pedo. That's why the whatchamacallit music group want him to be quiet. Want Kendrick Lamar to be quiet. Yeah. That man got pedo charges. Got pedo alleged accusations. Excuse me.
Yeah, you better correct that shit.
Excuse me. They're at this point they're accusations.
Accusations. But I mean, like, what was the gist of the story?
What? Just that somebody drove by and shot at the house and the security got hit.
So somebody did get hit?
Yeah, security. The security guard or a security guard.
So, okay, so yeah, this is crazy. This is crazy. Like, I just heard about that, and I was thinking, like, don't tell me this Kendrick Lamar beef shit done gone that fucking far.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, honestly, like, what does that have to do with the price of tea in China and all that other shit? Like, first of all, why do you need a house this big?
Now, after you've been learning, what you've been learning from talking with me, why would you need a house that big?
Like, I'm talking real shit, bro. Like, you're
like
one person.
Shit. What if you having wild ass orgies? You having wild ass parties?
So you saying Drake having Diddy freak offs?
Damn right. What do you think they doing in a big ass house like that?
Because that's honestly that's my question. That's honestly, like, that's my honest question. Is like, why the hell do you need a house that goddamn big, bro?
And then look at the house and look at what's around it. Like Diddy house got Diddy house in LA had tunnels that lead to the Getty Museum.
I heard, like, yeah, and what, yeah.
Can you imagine that?
Yeah, piss daddy.
Trafficking kids.
Why do you need tunnels in your house?
Trafficking kid.
And why do he need tunnels that's leading to the Ghetto Museum? Getty Museum, I'm sorry.
They're accused of trafficking. They're accused of sex trafficking, accused of child trafficking. That's what they're doing. This is what they don't want you to know about. That's what they don't want you to know about.
I mean, are they sex trafficking? Are they sex trafficking in the goddamn Getty Museum? Fuck.
Yeah. That's what that whole damn museum is about. These motherfuckers move kids and call the shit live art. And by the laws that they create, you can't fuck with the cart. You can't.
That's what I'm saying. What the fuck do you need? Like, look at this house. Why does one person need a house that, even if you married with kids, why do you need a house that big? Unless you married, unless like 8 people live in that house. And Drake hide his kids. What do you need a house that fucking big for?
Exactly.
Nigga, I could hit the Mega Million and you could cut that house in half. That would be enough for me.
But when you
because again, like I said, what'd you say, Rob?
When you an industry plant and a puppet, these are the perks that come with the job.
That's not a perk to me. That ain't a fucking perk.
You done seen Drake grow up right in front of your eyes from playing the paralyzed kid in Degrassi.
Oh yeah.
To what else he do after that?
Degrassi.
He did Degrassi, and then boom, now he a rapper on his feet, like crazy, out of nowhere. A Disney kid blew up in the rap game. See how that works? See the
Unfortunately.
See the influence there?
Unfortunately, I do. Degrassi and in music, absolutely. Because again, like I said earlier in the show, it like when I was talking about the Big Baby situation with the insurance fraud. Again, I could hit the Powerball, my nigga, and I would not want a house that fucking big. I wouldn't need it. Because for one, I don't want to, because you have to hire motherfuckers to take care of some shit that big.
All the time, you don't get an option in what house you want, especially if there's something they want you to do.
Well, I'll tell you, suck my nuts.
If they need you to hold on to several, be able to hold on to several people, or if people need to use your spot to hold on to people, or have them out of the country, secluded, right across the border. Yeah, Drake's house is a virtual paradise.
Yeah, no, fuck that. No, because bro, again, I'm thinking about the finance part. You talking in a deeper level, and I feel you because I'm with you on that. We here.
No, you meant listen. These people get caught up like Wesley Snipes. There was something that Wesley Snipes was supposed to do, and he didn't do it. So they hit him with the tax shit. When you do what the people want you to do,
he said something about that too.
When you do what the people want you to do, things like taxes and whatnot, those things, they're not such a problem if you understand what I'm saying.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Dig it. Hold on, I'm sorry. I can dig it.
When you do what the people want you to do, like Drake and that $400 million contract that they signed, right?
Mm-hmm.
Them people, a lot of people got a lot of money tied up with Drake. Nike, he signed a Nike contract. A lot of people got a lot of money tied up with Drake. He fucking the brand.
Yeah, I don't and now look, like I said, you're talking about it from a different aspect. I'm more or less talking about it. I'm thinking about the financial I'm talking about the financial thing, okay? Like when you have a house that big, now I agree with everything you're saying, But I'm speaking about this strictly from financial. Like, bruh, I'm not getting a house that big because, for one, you would have to pay motherfuckers to maintain it, and I don't want no other motherfuckers living in my house. So I don't need that big of a house. I don't want nobody else living in my house except for me and my kids. That's it. Me and my kids and whatever pets whatever cat and dog we choose to have up in that bitch. That's it. I don't want to have to pay nobody to cut my grass and do all of that bullshit. Bro, I'm not bullshitting. I could have 9 figures in the fucking bank. I will not get a house that big. You could chop that bitch in half. That would be my house. That way, for the grass that I have, I can motherfucking hop on a lawnmower my damn self. And
why you think Drake had his kids? And how we just finding out he got a daughter too?
Ain't that some shit? Boy, you a suck ass nigga for that, Drake. You ashamed of your kids. You a suck ass nigga for that.
That's fucking wild as fuck.
That's some bullshit right there, bro. That's some suck ass nigga shit.
Fast, easy, slow, and old. He got 2 kids.
Hey, before we wrap up, I got one more video that you mentioned Wesley Snipes. So I got one more video I want us to watch. Y'all who are on here, Lomar, thanks for thugging it out with us. I got one more video I want us to watch. This is about Wesley Snipes and that wearing a dress shit.
It's new. I mean, that goes back to the 1800s, right? Early 19th century. It's been an issue in this country since the beginning. And these are the bumps and bruises of life. You know, they build character, and you learn from it. You move on. I thought it was rather strange to be a client and be lumped in with conspirators, but you know, stranger things have happened in the world.
Because that wasn't where my head was at. You know, I didn't feel that was where our people needed to be at. We had enough images of us being drug dealers and, you know, degenerates and unhumanly. I didn't want to contribute to that. But
I don't think I'm ever wasting my talent. You know, you try to get the best script that you can get. Sometimes you fall short, but under these circumstances, I think the film is pretty good. And I'm happy to be, knocking people upside the head.
Remember the era when Wesley Snipes was dominating the movie industry? Those days felt like pure gold. But then, unexpectedly, everything took a downturn for him. Directors started avoiding him, studios went silent, and even his fellow actors seemed to subtly criticize him in interviews. It looked like Wesley was in some serious trouble, right? But hold on, Snipes isn't just idly accepting it. He's changing the narrative, arguing.
This was one of my favorite actors, and still is. Like Wesley Snipes, it's not many Wesley Snipes movies that I haven't seen. You know, I mean, or haven't at least seen once. Now, I never watched the movie where he was. Oh no, you good, bro? I never watched that movie where he was in the fucking dress looking like Cheryl Underwood.
Exactly, they got him in a dress. That's one. And then number 2, most of all, and I'm glad you just showed it, that Blade, that whole Blade series, that was them showing us what they do in our face. They are the vampires with.
I'll continue the video. You gather your thoughts.
That it wasn't solely his fault, but rather a result of Hollywood politics. He's openly sharing that he believes he was sidelined just because he unintentionally offended a few people. And you know what's surprising? He's not the only one facing this issue. So what's the real story here? Was Wesley genuinely blacklisted? Let's rewind a bit. Back in the day, Wesley was the man. He hit the big leagues with Major League, scoring roles left and right in Hollywood hits like Passenger 57.
Okay.
They use a Babylonian money system that robs us of our life force. Their Babylonian money system robs us of our life force. I'm gonna say it like that. And the movie is an allegory of real life. The movie is a strong allegory of real life, like The Matrix. It's a documentary. Is what Blade is.
Okay.
They trying to tell us something.
All right. Let's keep it moving.
And white men can't jump. But it wasn't all smooth sailing. Wesley caught himself in some serious drama in 91. Picture this, cruising down the streets of LA, minding his own business, when the cops roll up and cuff him, like out of nowhere. They got him face down on the pavement with a gun to his head. Talk about a wild ride, right? Turns out some mix-up with a borrowed Mustang got him in hot water. He wasn't even speeding, but he still ended up in cuffs. After that whole ordeal, Wesley came out swinging, calling out the cops for racial discrimination. Wesley opened up about that day, saying, all the while, I'm asking them basically, what did I do wrong? But they wouldn't tell me. One of the officers said, hey, aren't you Wesley Snipes, New Jack City? I just saw your movie. Then he told all the other police officers and said, we have an actor in custody. Then he added, the whole experience was humiliating. But some people think it was all a setup, like maybe someone wanted to see him crash and burn in Hollywood. But hey, Wesley ain't one to back down. He took that experience and ran with it, learning the ropes of the industry like a boss. And trust, he's not done yet. Wesley Snipes may have hit a speed bump, but you best believe he's still in the game, ready to show Hollywood what he's made of. Fast forward to 2005, Homeboy decided to throw down and sue New Line Cinema and director David S. Goyer, the guy he was supposed to collab with on Blade Trinity. But what was supposed to be his big break ended up being straight up whack. Wesley had it all locked in, but ended up taking a major L. Here's the deal. 6 weeks before shooting, Wesley's on set, and he suddenly realizes this isn't what he signed up for. He had beef with Goyer from the get-go and didn't even vibe with the script, but they went ahead anyway. And get this, Wesley felt like the white characters were hogging the spotlight, trying to jack his Blade franchise. Plus, he claimed Goyer was throwing racist vibes and letting some crew member rock a racist tee without any consequences. Wesley had to put up with some serious BS on set. His homie Michael Jai White even backed him up, saying it was a mess. Fans were rallying behind him, seeing the studio trying to play dirty. But New Line Cinema wasn't playing. They started spreading rumors, saying Wesley was a pain to work with. Comedian Patton Oswalt even spilled the tea about Wesley going off the rails in Vancouver.
Why is it like that's crazy? You watch when somebody starts speaking out against or starts speaking truth, all of a sudden you're hard to work with.
That's the hidden hand.
It's like Kwame Brown say with that fucking go along, get along gang.
That's the hidden hand. Once you find out what these NBA and NFL owners really been up to and be up to, yeah, that they're the hidden hand. That's the hidden hand in action. You actually see how I operate. Just like that. Just like that.
Like that.
Like that.
Okay.
Vancouver, locking himself in his trailer, only answering to Blade. And word is, Wesley was so heated, he'd only talk to Goyer through Post-its.
And Wesley Snipes was going crazy, and he wouldn't come out of his trailer, and you'd walk by his trailer, and this wall of pot stench would just be like, whoa, and kind of push you to the side, and then he would only answer to the name Blade. You couldn't call him.
He would only answer the
Blade, yeah. And after a while, he resorted to just he would communicate with Post-its. He would give to the director, and each one he would sign Blade.
People were quick to believe the rumors, and Wesley's rep took a hit, but Wesley shut it down, straight up. He called out the microaggressions he was facing as a black actor in Hollywood. He's tired of the rumors swirling around him. He's been addressing all the talk about him being difficult on set, shutting it down with facts. I've been past it. Interviewers find interest in things that happened 10, 20 years ago. We're moving forward. We don't even think about that stuff anymore. The only ones who bring it up are journalists and people, what do they call them, trolls. He then added, I hear the rumors where they say, oh, he's difficult. Difficult for what? Asking who? You could have asked Sean Connery, what was it like to work with Wesley Snipes? Ask Robert De Niro. The list goes on, and they'll tell you the real deal. They don't talk to them. They talk to Canadian comedians. And those Canadian comedians, yeah.
Hey, who the fuck is Sean Connery? It's Sean Connery. Oh, Lord. I stopped on Chris Rock looking like Tyrone Biggums. Fucking Pookie from New Jack City. Okay.
Snipes isn't vibing with them, especially Patton Oswalt, who said Snipes said he was acting crazy. Then there's this chatter about beef with Patrick Swayze during To Wong Fu. Thanks for everything, Julie Newmar. Snipes is setting the record straight, saying it was just intense passion for their craft. Like, emotions were running high, especially for Swayze. It's all about that dedication to the art. But Snipes isn't blind to the real deal behind these rumors. He's calling out the racial biases straight up. Being a black guy, especially with that dark skin, people want to paint him as a threat. Dark-skinned black guys are considered more of a threat, and you put the dark-skinned black guy in action. People can't separate the two. A producer might say, what happens if Wesley gets gets upset. He's a martial artist, ST. He might snap and kick my ass. Now picture this. It's 2019, and Warner Bros. Drops a bombshell by announcing a reboot of the 90s action flick, New Jack City. Now this movie was a big deal back in the day, especially for Wesley Snipes, who rocked the role of New York drug lord Nino Brown. With the success he scored from the original, you'd think he'd jump at the chance to hop on board the reboot train, right? Well, not quite. When Shadow and Act caught up with Wesley to chat about his new movie, Dolomite Is My Name, he straight up revealed he wasn't associated with the movie and wanted to do nothing with it. Like, he really made sure we knew he said no to the offer.
I mean, if you think about it now, you can't point to a black martial arts series like Cobra Kai.
Exactly.
You can't point to a legacy or a coupling of action films, I mean straight action films that feature black and brown artists. So my prayer is that we'll keep doing the kind of work that will inspire those young creatives and then teach them.
Now, why the hard pass? Wesley spilled the tea, saying he ain't about resurrecting old stereotypes. He's all about moving forward, not rehashing the same old storylines that paint black people in a negative light. But saying no to a reboot that big ain't gonna make everyone happy. Upper management was probably throwing some major side-eye his way. But Wesley isn't alone in calling out Hollywood's sketchy portrayal of black characters. Many actors have been speaking up about this issue for years, shining a light on the mistreatment black actors face in Hollywood. Now here,
bro, have you ever seen The Second Coming to America?
I'm not gonna do that. No dignity to even watch it.
No, bro. No, you got it all wrong. Watch that shit. No, I'm serious. Wesley Snipes is fucking hilarious in that movie, bro. I'm serious. Watch that shit. No, I'm serious. Now, look, my thing with The Second Coming to America is that people had too high expectations of it. The first one is an all-time great classic. You're never gonna top that one. Never. Even 30 years later. But it's fun. Like, I loved it because, for one, they had a lot of the old actors back. Of course, Arsenio Hall, James Earl Jones, Sherry Hemsley, John Amos, and then you had Eddie and Arsenio portraying all those old characters, the three barbers, Sexual Chocolate, and Wesley Snipes' character was fucking bro. I'm serious, Rob. I'm serious. Watch that shit. It's funny, bro. Watch that shit.
See, I can watch after I found out what they're doing with movies and what images and things that they're trying to project. I can't watch movies like talking about. And I used to love Star Wars.
I'm not talking about Star Wars. I'm talking about Coming to America.
See, you're not listening to what I'm saying. I don't want and like my thoughts and brain being programmed. I don't want to be programmed. So I'm as great of the actors as these people are. I understand what the objective is. So no, I'm not going to invest too much time and effort in trying to watch movies.
That's right. Never mind. Okay, back to the video.
here's the kicker. While some actors are out here saying no, like Wesley, there are others saying yes to these same old negative stereotypes, and that's just adding fuel to the fire. So yeah, Wesley might be catching flack for passing on the reboot, but at least he's standing his ground and keeping it real. Tyler Perry, on the other hand, isn't like Wesley. Nope, he's been in the spotlight catching heat left and right for his portrayal of black folks in Hollywood. Back in the day, Chris Rock had the whole industry buzzing when he threw some shade at Tyler for pushing those black stereotypes in his movies. Rock was like, Tupac might be a political leader if he was alive, but then again, Tupac might be in a Tyler Perry movie right now, so you don't know. Tupac might be the bad dark-skinned boyfriend and the Tyler Perry movie. I would hope he's a senator, but he might be kicking Jill Scott down a flight of stairs. In Tyler Perry movies, there's always a woman, and she usually is in a bad relationship, and the person she's in a bad relationship tends to have darker skin. And then she meets a nicer guy who tends to have lighter skin, and he sweeps her off her feet, and that dark-skinned guy is mean on a level you've probably never seen in movies. But
that is some of the realest shit I've ever heard in regards to movies.
Yeah.
That is some of the realest shit that I've ever
His
heard
movies.
in a movie. Yeah, that's some
Perry
real
movies,
shit.
yeah.
Tyler Perry movies, while they be funny, they be messy as fuck.
They always have some mean ass dark skinned guy. You see the narrative that he painting? You see the narrative that they paint?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why I can't watch Tyler Perry movies.
And the crazy thing is that like I didn't used to pay attention to none of the Madea plays. But you know, I fuck with the Madea movies. But I do notice one thing: it be some messy ass shit in them movies. Messy.
I had this girlfriend once, light skinned.
Yeah, one time, Rob, you did have a girlfriend because you got a baby. I'm just playing. Go ahead.
Light skinned chick. She was, to me, she was bad, but she was ratchet and ghetto at the same time, and she loved watching them damn movies all day and would want to act that shit out and fight and scream and yell. That's when I realized the damn programming. I don't mess with women that watch that damn Maury Povich all the damn time. All that trash TV. If you watch that trash TV, let me know if you, as a woman, let me know if you watch that trash TV so I can leave you the fuck alone. Please. Because you're being programmed.
I ain't mad at you.
You're being fucking programmed.
I ain't mad at you. Let's continue with the video.
Let's be real. There's some truth to what Rock was saying. Tyler's movies tend to follow this formula where the dark-skinned...
Go ahead, Rob.
And guess another reason why I ain't watching it. Because I ain't going to get programmed to be soft and weak and respond to that shit.
That's right. Real nigger shit right here, Wody.
Dude is always the villain, and the light-skinned dude swoops in to save the day. And Tyler didn't just catch heat from Chris Rock. No, Jamila Lemieux called him out too, writing an open letter straight to the man himself. She wrote, "The images of black people we see in your movies and 2 TV shows, Meet the Browns and House of Pain, are not always fair. Now, you are the only person who seems to be able to get black shows on TV. But both your shows are marked by old stereotypes of buffoonish, emasculated black men and crass, sassy black women. I'd like to support your work, I really would, because I'd like to see people who look like me on TV. But I can't let advertisers and networks think that these stereotypes are acceptable." Lemieux wasn't holding back, calling him out saying, "Your most famous character, Madea, is a trash-talking, pistol-waving grandmother played by none other than you. Through her, the country has laughed at one of the most important members of the black community. Mother Dear, the beloved matriarch. I just can't quite get with seeing Mother Dear played by a 6'3" man with prosthetic breasts flopping in the wind. Our mother..."
Go ahead.
Oprah is behind him.
I know that.
That's why he's so that's why he's so heavy. That's why he can move like that.
I know that.
It's him and Oprah. Oprah,
I know
he's the puppet. But if Oprah is caught up with SRA, you can do some research on what that is. So if Oprah is caught up, this apple ain't falling too far from the tree, especially with the manipulating people and putting them in compromising situations. And he was obviously groomed.
Hey, say, bro, I did a video a long time ago. It was a spoof. It was called "I Believe She's a Guy." It was it was a spoof of R. Kelly song, "I Believe I Can Fly." It was called "I Believe She's a Guy," and I had Madea picture on it. I'm just saying that, but I feel you. I feel you. I should play that shit, but I'm not.
Mothers and grandmothers deserve much more than that. Heck, our fathers and grandfathers deserve more. Mr. Perry, you have told the Hollywood old guard to kiss your backside, and I appreciate that, brother. But many black folks have expressed some of the very same attitudes about your work that white critics have. Wesley, on the other hand, shook things up when he turned down the New Jack City reboot, questioning the status quo. And you know what? Hollywood wasn't feeling it. That move didn't exactly win him any brownie points with Hollywood bigwigs. They prefer a yes man over someone who's going to keep questioning their choices. Little did he know he was making an enemy in the process. And that's not even the worst part. In 2006, he found himself in deep waters with the IRS, facing fraud charges for claiming bogus tax refunds. He owed Uncle Sam a cool $7 million.
Well, there's a lot more to what goes on in the legal world than people really know. And I must say, I did not realize, or I still haven't figured out, why they felt it was so important. You know, the idea that they classified it as the biggest trial in the history of I thought, wow, am I really that important? I make movies. I'm not a politician. I'm not saving the world. I haven't created a cure for cancer. I make movies. But the amount of attention and the amount of focus on it made me reassess what my contribution is and the value of what it is that I'm doing.
The IRS came knocking, accusing him of teaming up with tax preparer Douglas P. Rosile Sr. and the law firm American Rights Litigators, led by Eddie Ray K.H. in a tax evasion scheme. Now, most would assume Snipes was just trying to dodge the tax man, right? But according to Wesley, nah, that wasn't the deal. He believed he was being singled out because of his race, and he wasn't having it. Between 1999 and 2001, Wesley Snipes skipped out on paying around $7 million in taxes. He probably wouldn't have dodged the bill if he knew Uncle Sam would come after him guns blazing. His case wasn't just about money, it became a high-profile lesson for tax protesters everywhere. Unfortunately, Snipes followed some bad advice from his accountant and a tax rebel, and it cost him big time. These advisors sold him on the idea that he didn't legally owe taxes. Pretty tempting, right? But Snipes, being a big shot earning about $40 million from 1990.
So do you think do you think the advisors of people who are telling him not to pay these taxes, do you think they were set up, to tell him that because they thought he would believe it and ultimately end up in jail?
There's some credence to that, but they went about it the wrong way, and he needed a proper structure. He have to identify a proper way before you go doing all of that.
Okay.
It all depends on where you're coming from. Some people feel like, why file paperwork in their system to try to make yourself free, only in making yourself more in debt. And then there's another thought that, if you're sovereign, I don't need to file any paperwork for shit.
Okay. I was just curious. I just wanted your opinion on that.
But I mean,
go ahead.
He got some credence. They just went about it the wrong way. But like I said before, and like he alluded to, when you're doing what they want you to do, things like taxes don't become a problem.
Facts. I got you. When you're going along to get along.
I think it's a little bit more than just him. They wanted him to wear a dress in a movie.
No, I mean, by that Tu Wong Fu had come out a long time ago before that shit.
But it's something else they wanted him to do. He's not exactly saying it, but whatever it was he was supposed to do, he didn't do it. So I guess they just got to it, but taxes became a problem. They let taxes become a problem for him.
For shizzle.
1999 to 2004 should have known better. He leaned on Eddie Ray Khan and Douglas P. Roselle, who got hit harder with tax fraud and conspiracy charges than Snipes did. Snipes decided to fight back, filing a motion to dismiss the case. He played the race card, saying he didn't get a fair shake because of his skin color. His argument? Why was he the only one facing charges while his two co-defendants, who happened to be Caucasian, got a free pass? It smelled fishy to him, and honestly, he had a point. But luck wasn't on his side, and the bigwigs at the U.S. Supreme Court shut him down. He ended up losing the case, getting slapped with 3 misdemeanor counts for failing to file tax returns. In 2008, Snipes got nailed for 3 misdemeanor counts of not filing tax returns. The IRS expects you to cough up your dues every year if you're pulling in enough dough, no matter where you earn it. Tax protesters have all sorts of wacky theories, like saying only money from abroad is taxable. But Snipes bought into the idea that domestic cash was off the taxman's radar. Big mistake. And guess where he ended up? The McKean Federal Correctional Institution in Pennsylvania for a solid 3 years. He wrapped up in 2013 at the nearby prison camp, earning his stripes as inmate number 433555018. The Bureau of Prisons quietly let him go on April 2nd, 2013. But it could have been way worse. Snipes dodged the felony charges, but still fought back, arguing that his 3-year sentence was overkill. Speaking on his prison days, Wesley said, "I came out a clearer person, clear on my values, clear on my purpose, clear about my relationship with my ancestors and the great God and the great goddess above, and clear on what I was going to do once I had my freedom back. The biggest thing I got from it was learning the value of time and how we often squander it. I understand that very clearly now, having been away from my family and loved ones 2.5 years. But hold up, let's talk about how his case got blown way out of proportion. It was like the trial of the century, with everyone watching Wesley Wesley's every move. And let's talk about post-prison life. Snipes isn't feeling the typecasting vibes. He's out here trying to get those diverse, challenging roles, but all Hollywood wants to offer him is prison-themed stuff. I've got a stack that stands probably 6 feet of scripts that have to do with some kind of prison theme. He was a lawyer in prison. They were a musical group who hit it big, but none of them ever got out of jail. They even sent me a clown. The clown was a serial killer, but he used to be a lawyer. When they discover him, of course he's locked up. I said, what do they think, that I'm an expert on this? So yeah, Wesley Snipes isn't playing games. He's out here trying to set the record straight and break free from those stereotypes holding him back. Now, here's where things get spicy. Wesley was exactly a hero in his own community, especially after he spilled some questionable thoughts in an interview a long time ago. About 11 years back, Wesley Snipes supposedly spilled some controversial thoughts to Ebony magazine back in 1997. He basically caught heat for dating outside his race and making some iffy comments about Black women wanting too much attention. While he was seeing an Asian woman, Snipes spilled his thoughts on how some Black women felt about Black guys dating outside their circle. He hinted that some Black women still carried some baggage from past relationships, making them hesitant to budge into new ones. But Snipes didn't leave it there. He kept going, chatting about what
I'm sorry. What did he say wrong?
It's not so much as what he said wrong, is that,
and I ain't got nothing against my sister. I ain't got nothing against my sisters. I'm gonna say that right now. But again,
it's the fact that he's the one that said it. Okay. And he got this text thing where he was in jail. So they're gonna make a date. I mean, you see
he won't in jail. He said that in 97. He won't in jail.
Well, either way, you see the hidden hands pressure to tamp him down, to keep him quiet.
Man, look, motherfuckers need to keep it real. And I'm not saying this is any shot at Blackberry molasses. Look, I love me a fine ass Nubian queen. I do. But in this social media driven society, and this was in 97, this was before motherfucking social media. So let me tell you something. That notion that he said ain't gotten better. I promise you that. That's all I'm gonna say.
Social media harried it up.
Oh, did it? And I don't give. I mean, and again, I got nothing but love. I love everybody. I love everybody.
That's the attack.
But I keeps it 100. When I will call a spade a motherfucking spade.
But that's the attack with the trash TV and the trash fucking queen rap.
But.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
I do.
That's the attack.
I do. But let me set this record straight. It ain't just Black women who act like that. Oh, not in the age of keeping up with the Kardashians. The difference is people outside the Black race mainly just want to be the damsel in distress. And don't fall for that banana in the fucking tailpipe neither. You heard me. Don't fall for that. Don't fall for angry Black women. Don't look down on angry Black women, but look up at damsel in distress. That's all a bunch of bullshit. Now, I said that shit, motherfucker.
Successful Black dudes weren't digging in a partner, throwing shade at traits like being harsh, annoying, and too demanding. A lot of folks read between the lines and figured he was throwing shade at Black women. When pushed to explain, Snipes backtracked, saying he wasn't dissing Black women as partners. But this is where he messed up big time. He said, I want to come home and I don't want to argue. I want to be pleasing. But if I ask you to get me a glass of water, you're going to say, them days is over. Please, come on. Yeah, the fans are not going to let him forget this. One of them even tweeted, I remember when Wesley Snipes talked hit about Black women in Ebony magazine. His career never recovered. That's how it should be. You don't fund the lifestyles of people who publicly hit on you. And let's not forget about the Major League 2 debacle. Wesley had the chance to reprise his role, but he was like, nah, I'm good. His co-star, Corbin Burnson, wasn't too pleased about it, feeling like Wesley was forgetting where he came from. But despite all the drama and setbacks, Wesley's still standing tall. He's got Eddie Murphy giving him roles, showing that talent speaks louder than any controversy. Plus, he's been exploring new avenues like dancing and musical theater. And he still has fans supporting his every move. One of them said, some say that he is difficult to work with. Some say that he's egomaniacal. He has been labeled a woman beater. Who knows what's really true? He's a very talented actor, in my opinion. Maybe his career is cooling off as most eventually do. Whatever the case, if he never makes another film again, he's been blessed to have a great career. Wesley Snipes had a wild ride in Hollywood. From dodging the law to battling it out in box office showdowns, his journey ain't no smooth sailing. Now, don't get it twisted. Snipes had his moments of glory, especially with the Blade series. But then Blade Trinity dropped like a lead balloon and it was a whole mess. But let's keep it it real, Snipes struggled to find his groove outside of the action hero scene. He couldn't switch lanes smoothly into different genres or smaller roles. He was too big for anything other than those blockbuster bangers, but even those started to fizzle out like day-old soda. After all his legal drama, Snipes fell off the A-list radar faster than you can say tax audit. He tried to bounce back, but it was like trying to catch smoke in the wind. Other black actors were snatching up the spotlight, leaving Snipes in the shadows. Plus, his movie choices weren't exactly fire. To Wong Fu, thanks for everything, Julie Newmar? Like, what were you thinking? That joint was a certified flop. So yeah, Wesley Snipes had his time in the sun, but now he's more like a shooting star that burned out too soon. Hollywood's a tough game, and not everyone can stay on top forever. So what's the verdict? Was Wesley blacklisted by Hollywood elites, or did he dig his own grave? Let us know what you think, and if you like this video, make sure to watch the
Yeah. Okay.
You fucked around and found out.
It is what it is. But anyway,
the accountant set them up. We did. They got off scot-free.
Yeah. But anyway, we have now gone into 3.5 hours on a Friday night. Thank y'all for rocking with us. I want to wish all of the wonderful and beautiful mothers out there a happy Mother's Day. This is Mother's Day weekend, and yes, I hope every mother out there has a wonderful and beautiful Sunday, Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
Absolutely. Happy Mother's Day. I am actually about to chill and watch Coming to America, the sequel. I done talked myself into watching it. I'd advise you to watch it. Wesley Snipes is hilarious. But anyway, it's your boy Brandon Bravon Towns for Mr. Robert Chandler and for Mr. Riley who came on earlier. Mount this bitch. Peace. And we love you.